secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
The Comics-Related Madness presents Enter the Cromnyverse, an anthology featuring a little green dude with a bat.
Yeah, listen, it's me, Crom, the world's first real-life internet troll. So there's a whole gang of creators making an anthology starring yours truly. We're talking 15 creators, 13 stories, another 8 folks creating merchandise, all for your entertainment. Indiegogo is the place you want to go to back this glorious project. This anthology features my lovable self crossing over in today's best independent comic books and graphic novels, causing chaos everywhere I go. In addition, we're going to be offering custom painted shoes, black light tapestries, sketch cards, alternate covers, adorable crocheted mini-me's, original art, and sculptures.
Anyway, back at today, only on Indiegogo.
Nothing unusual about a 4 a.m. call to a back alley in downtown Kenton. A young woman lying pristine and unmarked on the cold, hard ground. I get to work quickly, but there's not much to go on here. No marks of any kind, no signs of struggle, just a dead Vic in the middle of an alley. And then there's that. Dead body in a dumpster that looks like a grizzly bear has crawled its way out of his stomach.
Come get some.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought, with it being such a unique thing, that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, you know, it was fantastic, and there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk, and then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, "I beat you." He says, "They say we came in under the dead heat." He says, "That's not true because I beat you." And the American said, "Well," he says, "if you like to think so," he says, "but I know the real story." He says, I know I clearly won that one." Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a run, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me because Joe was believable, you know, they would talk to Joe, and the Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, "Look, Jackie got a job drawing." He says, "They're paying him part, they're paying him money for drawing." He says, "Suppose I go with Jackie." He says, and he said, "They'll pay me money." He says, "I'll draw and they'll pay me money." He said, "I'll give the money to you," which we did. We gave it all to our mothers. They called me from Nassau. You know, I lived in Long Island. And they say, "Would you like to come down and draw these guys in training?" I swear, this is not a story. And I said, "Yes, of course, I'd love to come down."
In a world ravaged by monsters, a new evil has risen, poisoning the land and threatening humanity. Now, the Monster Matador, along with the meanest and baddest kaiju killers, have joined forces to kick its ass. Monster Matador, Afropocalypse.
The Madness Comic Network and comic-related madness proudly presents Madness Tuesday Morning Brew. Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt on YouTube.
Hey, yo, guess what?
So just sit right down,
glass, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Doctor's here.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
The doctor is in, baby.
Look, I did that shit right that time. Look at that.
What's going on? What's going on?
Holy crap. I feel like I just woke up. But I was talking to Rich 2 hours ago.
Oh.
And he will be here in a little bit. He's fumbling with trains, trying to find his way home, as usual, on a Tuesday. Christy's figuring out what she's going to have for breakfast, and then she going to come hang out with us. So
I am dragging this morning, Pops. Dragging. What? I'm a pot of coffee in, and I'm still dragging. Been drawing since before the sun came up, and I'm still dragging.
Really?
Just been a tiresome week. Pardon me. Maybe the second pot will do it.
Yeah, Rich says he'll be here in a half hour or so.
That's what morning brew is all about, though. We have our brew. We wake up together. We officially start the day, even though the day may have started earlier. So what's going on in the Pops world?
Oh, well, we have the everything. Look, I got an announcement to make. Everybody who backed the Crownverse is probably going to get a refund. We'll probably be talking about retooling it, but until I see a plan, I'm not going to commit to anything. Okay, because committing to something in the first place is what brought me here. I ain't gonna lie. The first couple of weeks I had a lot of fun, but it became not fun. A lot of crap from outside sources. It just became not fun. So I'm gonna take a big step back. And I'm going to look at this thing. And I already told everybody involved if they want to use the stories in some other way that they're more than welcome to. Like I said, until I see a plan that leads me to believe that this is going to work, I'm not wasting everybody's time again. And I feel like that, even though I'm not the one that went out here and, put this together. I mean, I kind of did, kind of didn't, kind of got talked into doing this. And in the event of that, asked people to get involved in this, and they put in work. And now I feel bad that they put in work and we didn't get shit for support. I'm going to take a big step back. I'm not going to ask people to work if they're not going to get the books aren't going to be printed. They're not going to get any kind of reward for their time. I'm not going to ask people to do that. I spend all my time trying to make sure everybody's books get funded. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. I guess for everybody else, I'm not good at it for me. For the people that are working with me. So
it is a different world on the other side of promoting.
Well, I knew that. I talked to enough of you people over the last 2 years to know that.
But to experience it is an entirely different thing.
I say to Ryan when Ryan said, "Pops, you got to do something with this." What did I say to Ryan?
I don't know.
I said, "No, I don't." And it took him weeks to talk me into it.
Good morning, Allie.
Hi, Allie. But yeah, it's like Look, I want it
Thought
to
you were going to
happen.
get your hair dyed.
I'd love to see Crom in print. I'd love to see this book happen, but I can't make it happen.
Well, there is still nevertheless a Crom cameo in my book.
Right. Well, I mean,
she has a little stuffed Crom.
Crom's made appearances in places. That's not what I'm saying. It's like I was really looking forward to seeing everybody's different versions and how he interacted in their universes and whatnot. I was looking forward to that, man.
I'm still doing mine.
I can't make it happen. I can't make people back it. I can't do any of that. All I can do is tell you what we're offering, and what we were offering wasn't good enough. That's the only thing I can say.
I don't think it's not good enough.
Well, I'm still working on mine. I've just been sick, and I apologize for
that's not even what the issue is, Allison. If you all had it done 3 weeks ago and we still only had 44 backers, we're not going anywhere. You see what I'm saying? It's like I can't make people throw money at it. All I can do is tell people what we're offering and hope that they like what we're offering. You got a sample page up there. People got an idea of what you're bringing to the table. Ideally, I'd like to have two consecutive pages from everybody, but one would be fine. And one should be fine. A synopsis and a page of the story depicting that person's art. I had a couple of people come to me and go, yeah, well, a couple of those don't even show Crom. Okay, so something to think about when we retool. We make sure that each page shows Crom, from at least one view of Crom from each story, so everybody gets that different version. Okay, we got a couple of stories up there that don't show Crom in the panels at all. So you know what I mean? It's like I get it. There's some things that we can do differently. In the end, though, I still can't make people buy it. That's all up to people in their wallets.
No, that's true.
I think it's a great book. I think all the stories are awesome, and I think the stories that I've read are great. I don't see why. Everybody knows these people enough, the people involved enough to know whether or not they're fans of them, and even if you're like you're a fan of Doc and you're not a fan of anybody else on the project, the first appearance of Doc's character would be in this book if it went out on time.
First appearance of my two will probably be in that book
if it went out on time.
Sort of first appearance. I mean, technically they appeared in my manifested comic, but
right.
This is kind of
you
a
understand what I'm saying? It's like that only happens if the book goes out on time. If it doesn't go out till next year, all these characters make their first appearances somewhere else. That's a drag. I'd love to be able to get one book that had like 8 different first appearances from 8 different indie titles. How cool would that be as a collector? And where are my collector friends?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see a better. There ain't no better way to get that many different first appearances from different titles. That just doesn't happen.
Pops, why are you not Hat Club this morning?
I did this there and I'm over here.
I did this for you.
Well, you should. You're Hat Club. I'm like Allison. I'm showing off my pretty hair, man. Come on. See,
hair flip.
Locks.
Hair flip. I thought you were getting your hair dyed, Allie.
I was getting it cut. Getting it dyed is expensive.
I just pour some bleach on it. It'll be all right.
That's why it still has blonde in it. So. The last time I dyed it.
Before mine went away, I was blonde. I was very blonde.
I was born blonde, and it went brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife was the same way. Pictures of her when she was a toddler, you couldn't identify it as her. She had just golden curly locks. Now she's got straight brown hair.
Yeah, that was basically me. So.
On with the show. That's it. So I'm working on a page right now. Started yesterday, and I knew that the top left panel was going to be a diagonal slice to give me the rest of the room to do kind of a collage montage scene. And boy, I mean, I was working on this thing, and it was going so good. And then I held it up to the mirror to check my composition, and dude's jawline, it looked like it was just, he was horribly deformed. Good morning, Christy.
Morning. I'm pausing some stuff because some stuff is making noise in the background and it's annoying me.
Who's making noise in the background?
No, I was listening to stuff in the background. Oh, and I was watching something. So. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Be sure to turn your porn off when you come in.
No.
She watches that chicken porn. I know all about her.
There is a YouTube channel that is nothing but a 24-hour live cam of the inside of a chicken coop.
There's a lot of it.
And they make a F-ton of money on super chats because for every $100, the little feeder goes off and it makes party sounds. The chickens lose their mind and run over and they eat. I'm like, are you shitting me right now? You go out of your way to make content, you edit, you do this, and all I had to do was put a live cam up for chickens.
There's a Twitch station that just shows somebody's backyard and they have bird feeders.
So I told Tacey I'm going to
get
a GoPro.
That's for the bird watchers that couldn't go out in the woods during the pandemic.
I'm going to put a GoPro around my big puppy's neck and call it the 24-hour Moxie Cam. And just, for every $100, her feeder will drop a handful of food.
Milk bone.
Or a milk bone, yeah.
Actually, what's funny is that when they put it on cats, the GoPro, like in this British show or a European show, and it was showing like what cats do and like they were like fucking cat things and how they have territories. There was one where we had a GoPro and it showed him, and then all of a sudden he's like, you just like, up on camera. It was funny, it was like, oh man.
Yeah, that seems legit.
I could put it on my Chihuahua, but you would get those sounds. I mean, if you own a Chihuahua, you have been awakened at 2:00 in the morning to.
I think if you own any pet,
I don't
you'll
know
get
if I
that.
want to watch a cat hacking up a fur ball from under his chin.
It would be a unique experience.
Oh, what if some got on the camera? That'd be gross.
So
I have to deal with cats hacking in real life, just in cleaning it up. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, I can't. I hate.
So I'm really going to do the 24-hour Moxie Cam for the puppy. I figure, she can pay her own way in life.
What kind of dog is it?
Huh?
What kind of dog is it?
She is half lab, half bulldog. So she's a big, goofy, sweet dog who wants to fetch things, but then the bulldog side kicks in and she doesn't want to let go of them.
I should just do an all-day weed challenge. Get me a big old bag of weed, and every time somebody throws $1 at me, do a bong hit all day long.
You should
see if they can get me to quit.
You should be interviewing Rocky. If you posted interviews with Rocky, they would go viral.
Rocky don't hang around long enough for an interview. He comes down, he says his piece, and he leaves. I wonder where he gets that from.
Just clip all of them. Clip them together.
I do not edit, Doc, at all, ever.
Then learn how.
No.
And you would make money.
No,
that's literally what I used to do professionally. Well, that's part of the thing I used to do professionally.
Do live shows.
If you've ever seen Q shoot this stuff dog,
edit. I don't have time for all that crap.
If you've ever seen Kyushu the stunt dog, you will see that your husky can make you rich.
Doc, I can go through that and not promote comics.
Yes.
And not promote comics.
No, you should do both.
No, you see, I don't have time for anything else. You're missing the point. I don't have time to go dedicate.
He gets so serious.
I'm always serious. That's
if you get good at editing, it only takes a few minutes.
If I took the time to get good at editing a long time ago, we wouldn't have this conversation. But I didn't want to be. I did not want to be a video editor and somebody who comes up and puts stuff up that's edited. I wanted to do live streams with real people, and that's what this platform is built on.
When I started out on my fine art channel, I had no way of editing at all. No knowledge, no software, no nothing. So every video I posted was one take.
Yeah.
And I got pretty good at it. So I could record them, get one take, and then be done. And then, oh my God, I learned how to chop out the beginning and the end where I walk from the camera to the stool. Oh, you couldn't tell me shit. I thought I was in high cotton, baby.
See? And no matter what I learn, it'll still be behind what everybody else does. So I'll just stay live. Going with the trends has not done me any good all my life. I just, going with the trends was always a bad idea.
We could also do a 24-hour Christy cam of just her desk.
And just watch ink knock shit off her desk all day.
Watch ink come in. Christy will come in and do some work. She'll stream. She'll go away. We'll watch her empty chair.
There's a sock over my camera for a reason.
I remember, I got those random ones, like those emails, those spam emails where you say, well, I caught you do something embarrassing on the webcam. And I said to them, that's really fucking funny. I have a sock on my webcam half the time, you fucking idiot. And you're asking for $1,147 or whatever fucking Bitcoin. So you're such a fucking loser. I wrote back to him.
That's such an oddly specific amount.
I'd respond with, man, I've done some embarrassing stuff that's worth way more than that. I could post myself.
Just post that clip of
That's
Iron
something
Man.
I would say.
Face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
No, I just like the fact that I just like verbally abusing him.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to do like the sex blackmail or whatever.
Trying to do the blackmail thing, and it's like, that's what I mean. It's like, dude, I wasn't embarrassed first. And if I wanted to post it and make money, I'd make more than $1,100, you fucking scumbag.
That's why I like cussing him out.
I can respect that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me wash my hands.
Look at Ink. Ink's just like, yeah? You giving up the chair, huh? Did you get a nice warm for me?
Ink. Turn around, cat.
Ink. I know you hear me. She's not getting your food, dude. I mean, female.
No, I already fed them. I already have.
She was watching you the whole time you were around the corner, though. She was watching that doorway like, is she getting me food?
No, she's obsessed with me, my cat. She's just like,
hey, hey, Mike. Good morning.
Morning,
Hello,
guys.
Mike. Oh, the ninja's here. I ain't even watching the chat. I'm sorry. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the Tuesday Morning Brew, wherein we talk about little and have nothing to do.
Or conversely, you have a lot to do, but this is an excellent opportunity to procrastinate.
Well, I mean, everybody's got their own ranch, so if they want to drop a link in the chat to their stuff, they can.
Usually
I alleviated that part of the workload.
Usually I get on it this morning, but I've still been recovering from that shitty cold. I don't know if it has been going around, but it's like been a really fucked up cold for a lot of people. It like knocked me on my ass, but
did you get con crud?
No, this was before. This was before. It was people even thought I had COVID and tested, and it's like, no, I'm negative. But it was more of like it knocked me on my ass. Like I had a fever, sweats, migraine. I had never had migraines in a long time like that, and I never like ran a fever and sweat like when I got sick.
Wow.
And the fucker just like laid me on my ass. It was not good, and it was like literally for 3 days you feel like total shit, and then the fourth day you're pretty much 180. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like what I went through.
Yeah, probably you went through something because it's been going around the nation. Like for me, it was weird. It was starting to go around, and it was like, I guess I don't know if it was a head cold. Hey, Apex, what's up? But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I have allergies, so the congestion is staying a little bit longer than it's nice, and it makes me feel like a wet rag. But today was better than yesterday, even though I'm over it. So
yeah, I had the Omicron, and I spent 7 days in the most lethargic state I've ever been in my life. I would still wake up at my normal time. We get up at 4 every morning, but I would get up and I would stagger to the couch, and Tacey would bring me a cup of coffee, and I would just curl up on the corner of the couch, sitting up. And anyone that knows me will know this was the sure sign I was sick. I would drink half a cup of coffee, and that was it. And I would just sit there in a daze. I'd nod, I'd wake up, I'd nod, I'd wake up. Be time to go to bed, sleep all night, get up, repeat. And that was the worst part of it. It wasn't the lungs, it wasn't the others, it was the fatigue. Oh,
That's my life in general. Constant fatigue.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like, I mean, I'm starting to push them big numbers, Doc. You know what I'm talking about. 60's right over there, like a year and a couple months away.
Yep.
And for the first time in my life, I've had to make a change in my diet. For the first time in my life.
You're old.
Yeah, it's like suddenly milk doesn't agree with me.
Oh, wow.
Like overnight. Okay, mad gastric pains and shit.
Ooh.
Just suddenly from anything cooked with milk, or I used to drink a glass of milk every night before bed, like all my life till about 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
And then it was like 3 hours of major gastronic pain. Now, the night before last, they made biscuits and gravy, and I didn't even think about it. And I had a small helping and got a small amount of pain. See what I'm saying? And I was like, oh shit, it is the milk. It's got to be the milk, because I quit drinking milk, and it hasn't happened. It's only happening but it's not cheese. It's not, it's just pretty much milk itself. I don't know what it is, but, yeah. There you go. Let's see.
Well, I've cut out all sugars, most carbs, almost an Atkins type diet, just proteins and green veggies.
But see, that was the first time in my life that I went, oh shit, that just ain't working for me.
Yeah.
No
well,
more,
I mean, this is recent for me. My doctor scared the shit out of me,
Yeah, that's why I don't talk to those guys.
Yeah, you need to do this.
I hear all this shit that's wrong with me. That'll just put me over the cliff and straight downhill, right? I don't want to know. Okay.
So that's resulted in I've lost weight. I do feel better, but I'm here to tell you, man. The wife will bring home a box of Little Debbie's, those peanut butter wafer bars things. That's a hard resist right there. And I still cave in and go get a Dr. Pepper about once a month. But cutting out my Dr. Pepper addiction was one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Yeah, I haven't given up the soda yet.
Of
course, I haven't got to the point where, I mean, I don't drink near as much soda as I used to. I still drop me at least one good solid glass of Pepsi a day if I can.
Ooh, Pepsi.
I drink ginger beer every so often, but that helps well.
This is gross, man. Almond does not have tits. Call it almond juice. Call it something. Don't call it almond milk. Almonds have no tits.
Well, I have oat milk because the thing is that ever since my surgery, my dairy allergies kind of went up a bit. I can still eat dairy. It's just sometimes when it gets in a pissy mode, I have to like not eat it at one time.
Oh yeah, Apex. That's the other thing. I have never been a water drinker. Like even when I was in the military, and you carry your canteen with you, you know, when you're deployed in the hot weather, it's 2 canteens. They still had Gatorade in them. You know, but since I quit the sodas, I drink 2 or 3 big glasses of water every day. And you're right, it will flush you out.
I pretty much only drink water. Well, I drink protein shakes, water, and occasionally like a Powerade or Gatorade type thing. I don't drink any soda. I don't drink anything with caffeine, period. I drink nothing with sugar in it.
Yeah, listen, if my doctor told me to quit coffee, I would just go ahead and ask for euthanasia on the spot. You just go ahead and kill me. I'm drinking my coffee, period.
Now, coffee is something that's new. The last few years, I started drinking coffee regular. That's new, right? I used to drink Pepsi, Gatorade, water, and a glass of milk every night before bed.
Mm-hmm.
But Pepsi, Gatorade, water, Pepsi, Gatorade, water. Then, you know, added coffee into that for the morning. Now I had to take the milk away. You see what I'm saying? I cut way back on the soda. At first, I thought the soda might be what the problem was.
Mm.
But I'm still drinking some soda every day and not having the problem. But every time I get near milk, you see what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure we know what the issue is and which one I have to leave behind.
Yeah, Apex says, I bet Christy drinks bourbon. So what's the hard liquor of choice, panel and chat?
Whiskey.
Okay.
That's
the same. Whiskey.
Okay. Pops?
Yeah, whiskey I do like for a short period, like because I can't drink as much as I used to due to my surgery. So I just like nice glass of whiskey or maybe Armagnac, like cognac or something.
Tequila for Pops.
Yeah, I can't drink alcohol right now, period. So
yeah.
No, that's a very specific tequila. Cabo Wabo.
Yes,
tequila.
yes. I enjoy tequila.
That's my birthday drink right there. That's what I get on my birthday. I get a bottle or 2 of those and hang out with
I fucking hate tequila personally. Like there's a lot of shitty tequila out there. That's why I don't like it.
That's why I only like that one.
Yeah.
Maybe Patron is close, but I think Cabo's the best. It's smooth. You can drink it without a chase.
Hey, I got a phone call. Let me get this fucking phone call.
Okay.
I, on the other hand, enjoy brandy. Let's see. Every now and then I'll get a craving for a beer, an ice cold Michelob, and I'll go get one. But that's it. That'll last me a year.
Okay, check it out. When I was in prison is when they came out with Michelob Ice.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen that commercial about 1 million fucking times before I finally got out and was able to try one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wasn't impressed. And I was like, but after that long without beer was kind of nasty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it was kind of nasty after going that long without it. And I kind of quit drinking beer.
Yeah.
You know, now it's like the other day when we were playing golf, I drank a Bud just because.
I don't like Bud.
I don't like beer, so it doesn't matter what the fucking label is.
Ninja says he beat up 6 people on Cabo.
Yeah,
now, do you mean while under the influence of Cabo, or while you were on Cabo?
No,
while
Cabo is in Cabo. Cabo's not on Cabo.
Yeah, in Cabo. Let's see. The Ninja says Hennessy. What else, everybody? What's that hard liquor of choice?
No, I also do like Jaeger.
Jaeger's okay.
I'll do shots of Jaeger on occasion.
I do.
And I like Fireball sometimes.
Vodka's not the one I go for.
I hate vodka.
Fireball is for when you're on a date because it keeps your breath minty fresh.
Yeah, you think
And
that.
the mini fresh, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just saying.
Listen, I've worked with drunks who'd go get drunk on scope, and that minty fresh is
No,
disgusting
no,
smelling.
no. And don't try cream de mint either. That shit's just
Ooh.
gross.
Now, the wife, she likes, I mix cocktails for her. So I'll make her a Tootsie Roll or a Fuzzy Navel or a Screwdriver. And she enjoys those. But I much prefer, if I can't have my brandy, then I prefer to get a bottle of port and just enjoy some Pol Roger. It's good stuff. Under the influence, he beat up 6 people, the ninja.
Did they start it? As long as they started it, man,
He don't
handle
know.
your business.
He don't have a Cabo started it.
Cabo doesn't start things. Cabo finishes things.
The one thing I'll say for, and I've said this before, that I'll say for tequila. Tequila is the only hard liquor that warns me when I've had enough. It will literally go, okay, senor, don't drink no more. One more shot, you throw up, pass out. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Mike don't do no alcohol.
Never drank it. I'm more of a soda and energy drink person. Well, Mike, do you drink
Well, see,
coffee?
energy drinks are worse for you than alcohol is. I'm just
Energy drinks are terrible for you.
Yeah.
and you
I
don't
drank
even
a
get the
Red
buzz, man.
I drank a Red Bull when they first came out. And to me, it tasted like a melted Charms lollipop, but it didn't give energy, and it was so sweet it turned my head inside out. There was nothing in that for me. I never
They're
went back.
gross. I don't like them. I ain't never liked the not. Everybody's like, "Do you want that shot of Jaeger with a Red Bull?" And I'm like, "Fuck no."
Just give me the shot of Jaeger.
Why do I want to ruin my Jaeger with Red Bull? You know? Yeah, they did start it. See, they did start it, and then Cabo finished it, baby. That's how that works.
But now my coffee, I started coffee when I was in boot camp in the Navy, and really got hardcore throughout my military service because the Navy is not nuclear powered; it's caffeine powered, and and it's been with me ever since. Coffee's my friend.
Well, I know that ever since I moved up here and the kids all started going to school, that coffee became my friend. Because I have a schedule that changes weekly. You know, Doc. It's like sometimes mom works on Mondays. She's got school. She, I mean, she does all this other stuff and the schedule changes. Well, she just graduated from her first part of nursing school. So she's got a little break. So now it's just Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep.
But that'll only be for a couple of weeks, and then the kids will get out of school, and it'll be like summertime, and I won't have to get up until they get up. You see what I'm saying? It won't be. I have to get up at 6:45 and get them on the bus and blah blah blah.
Right. Well, Mike says he doesn't drink coffee, so we're gonna be praying for Mike about that. Rich,
Dude,
what's up?
Monster is the worst of the worst. What's up,
Well,
Rich?
RJ took a sample of what I posted
I know.
yesterday.
I've seen it. I know. I've seen it. I'm not. I don't even want to go into it, Rich.
Rich, hit me up on the back end. I gotta know.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it after the show in the backstage if you want, and show all the different things that are just fucked up about that. But we kind of covered it yesterday, and we just found out today that it's worse.
Oh.
So
all right, Mitch, we got to have that conversation, buddy.
Yeah.
Man, I got 2 words for you. Stephen Glass. That's all I have to fucking say. Stephen Glass.
Hey, you're not at the train station. You made it home.
Yeah, no, I got out early. I fucking caught a late ass train and then a fucking late ass bus and then all that other shit. What up, the ninja? And now I'm here. Whatever.
Cool,
I don't know. Booger. That's it. So what's going on here? Well, what's Christy doing here? I mean, hi, honey.
She's on the phone. So.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't know what that means. He says he tried coffee but didn't like it. I don't even understand what that means.
I don't think anybody likes it until they find their flavor.
Like coffee flavored coffee, just like tobacco flavored tobacco.
Yeah,
And,
Tobacco.
Doc,
you know,
can I
you
say,
know.
if I don't put a little something something in it, it's just nasty. I agree
My
with you.
wife had never drank coffee before we got together, and it's
And you
13
ruined
years.
her too, didn't you?
Oh man, absolutely. Now she is a fiend.
Well, Doc ruined her for all men for all eternity. That could be
Of
true.
course I did.
You know.
When my girl
What you
makes a cup of
supposed to do?
coffee, I'm talking about a cup of coffee and
You mean a
carries it around
dram?
with her. Man, like a liter.
Like a carafe? What?
She literally,
Fuck.
I don't even know how to describe it. You know those big
She's
plastic,
got a pot of her own. Just say
no,
it. She's
these
got a
big
pot of her own.
plastic
Yeah.
party glasses. They almost look like solo cups, but they're a little bit bigger and they're hard plastic. She's got a stack of those, and that's what she drinks her coffee out of. And the things are huge; they're like 20 ounces, and she'll all day. And the sugar. So, like when she hits the pot, I make a pot of coffee. She gets in the shower. I hit straight to the coffee pot. I make the coffee. Shut up, Rich. And
What?
and then I go jump in the shower. And when I come back out to get coffee, there's only one half of a cup left because she's already. So then I make the next pot. She hits the door, and then I can have my pot of coffee.
Nice.
Sometimes I drink coffee black, like my women, says Apex.
Oh my God.
Well, that's how God drinks his coffee. If you just go to the book of Second Opinions, chapter 4, verse 3, you will find, "Thou shalt not dilute thy coffee. The Lord thy
You're
God
also
has
trying to.
commanded thee."
God don't need coffee because he just goes caffeinated, baby.
Oh, no.
He's
No,
ready to go.
God drinks coffee. And the part they left out of Exodus was when he was sending manna from heaven, he expressly told them that was for dipping in coffee. But they didn't listen. So they had to do another lap around the desert.
Well, I've heard worse.
Yeah, it's Doc. What can I tell you?
It's coffee, baby. Ode to coffee. I drink coffee for your protection, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for protecting us, Doc.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Rich,
There-
are you still American enough to have coffee in the morning, or are you a tea guy now?
I don't know.
So tea.
Do they even sell coffee
It's always
over there?
it's always love. They do, yeah. It's called their version of Starbucks is Costa Costa coffee, and they're around more than fucking Starbucks are in the United States. Believe it or not, there's one like every block. You not
Right.
And it's like it's the funniest fucking thing because it's like the ultimate vision of conformity or societal sameness is that there's 100 people, at least 100 people on a fucking train platform, and each one of them, with the exception of me and like the janitor, have like a fucking cup of Costa coffee, and it's all red coffees, and they're all drinking, and it's almost all in unison. I guess because they have like that special nanotechnology in the coffee that makes them drink at the same time. Freaky bastards. And it's just like it's really spooky as fuck. But it's okay though. In the Navy, some people refuse to wash their
coffee cup. There's a reason for that. That's a naval tradition. You drink your coffee black, so you don't have to worry about it. But your mug develops a patina, and you share coffee out of this coffee mess, and then you go to your next command. So it's uniting all the coffee drinkers in the Navy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, kind of like
absolutely true. If you got caught washing the chief's mug, they would take your ass down to the bilges, and you wouldn't be seen for a couple of days.
Yeah, I know. I'm washing my mug every time.
Boy.
So.
I do now, but I didn't on active duty.
That's just because you were scared and conformed.
No, it's because it was a tradition that I honored. And James says in the Army, some people refuse to wash their butt. This is true. We had those in the Navy too. Go wash your butt like a big boy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's been that kind of a fucking day today.
That kind of a week, bro.
Yeah, and it's only Wednesday.
And it just started.
I know. It has been quite a series of days.
Yeah, it has. I'm tired as all hell. I have not, with the exception of weekends, I have not skipped a day at the gym for the past 12 days.
Good for you. What are you doing at the gym? Cardio, weights?
Uh, more cardio than weights now. More cardio than weights now because I'm rather heavy for my height. And now I actually do treadmill for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I do lightweight, high repetition for about 3 sets of 3 exercises. I keep it not so much light, but I'm already not so much big enough either. But I'm like, I don't want to get like stupid bulk where it's like I have to walk sideways through the fucking door, you know? So
Right.
like that's
Christy is fully funded, James, and
She
Pariah
is
is coming
fully funded.
along beautifully. Probably at about 30% done with the pages, and they are making me happy.
Fuck.
Okay.
No, I'm just looking for something. I forgot to bring a case for my earbuds, and then I don't want to move. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Christy, my darling.
Yeah,
everybody has fucking
funded.
coffee except me.
James got funded. Lori's book got funded. Everybody that we were working for the last week all made their goal or
right.
Passed their goals. So we feel good about that. That's what we try to do.
Thank you, James.
This is a black and white book, James. Not because I don't want color, but because I wanted kind of a noir book. So it is lusciously inked. The richness down there introduced me to using a brush for ink, and I'm here to tell you, man, it has made a world of difference.
Well, the richness is absolutely correct. Brush inking is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is. Who'd have thought that a painter could handle a brush?
So, oh yeah, and stuff is available for pre-order.
Yeah, if you missed out on Christie's book, you can still order it, but you don't get it till after the Kickstarter. Those people get their books first, and then she'll take care of you. So,
yeah,
right there, you can go pre-order it.
Yeah, I made a pre-order page, and I'm still waiting for the funds because Kickstarter takes 14 days. So
yeah.
But I put up an update for everybody, and I sent out the surveys for the physical rewards, at least right now. So I got the addresses back. And if you guys want to meet me at a convention to do it, I put in the appearances link in there so you can go and we can coordinate. And other than that, I mean, just some people want to do that. Like, even though they pay the postage and everything, said, "Oh, I'll just meet you at the convention." I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of which, I'm just about talked into going to the Savannah Comic Con with Tank.
All right.
He's passing right by here with his RV.
We've been talking about this. We've been talking about trying to get some books.
He has an RV. Oh, so he has a penis mobile too, huh? Yes.
Hold up. This is serious. We're talking about trying to get books available for people to put on the table there. Sell y'all's books. Okay, so if you have a surplus, if you have a stack sitting around, you want to send 10 or so to Doc, Tank, or myself, we'll make sure they get.
Don't send me nothing. Don't send me nothing. I don't want to be responsible for it. I don't want to be responsible for it.
We definitely want to set it up where, we can help Madness people sell books. That's the whole fucking point of what I do. Right? Now we've been talking about, we've even been talking about maybe a Madness table. And you going too.
My
this is all a finance thing.
My hometown is right across the river in Beaufort, South Carolina, Port Royal. So when I go down, my ulterior motive is to call my friends over in my hometown and say, "Hey, come pick me up." And I'll cruise on across the bridge and go hang out in my hometown.
Yeah, I'm going there to sell books. And
I'll do that too.
maybe do CromCon from the floor of an actual con.
I'll do that too. But I mean, none of this is carved in stone, so you know. Yeah, James Hayes says no one on YouTube inks their pages the same way. I've seen brushes, metal stylus, ballpoint pens, fingers, screwdrivers, and things I don't recognize.
Either way, Doc, just remember that is a CromCon weekend.
Yeah.
What a coat hanger.
You know, whatever works for you.
I've been watching.
Hey, Glenn, good to see you, buddy.
I've been watching Nick paint on shoes with a toothpick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
there is a guy here locally in one of the fine art associations I belong to. He paints with Q-tips, and paints very well with them. Very well.
Takes a while.
Yeah. If you think Seurat crossed with Van Gogh, you'll get it.
You know, it's funny. Seurat was not the only pointillist painter, which is funny because when I went to the Louvre, I not only saw Seurat but another guy.
Pissarro.
What is it?
Pissarro.
No, not Pissarro. It wasn't Pissarro. It was another guy. I forgot what his name was, but it was like he was the other true pointillist. Which
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't
Pissarro
think of
was a post-impressionist, I think, or impressionist.
Yeah, there was a handful of the post-impressionist guys and Seurat, you know, he was able to take what he learned from pointillism, go back to impressionism, and did his most vibrant paintings, his very best work. And of course, you know, it was what's his name that was the art dealer Durant said he told Pissarro, "I'm not buying this bullshit. Go back to doing what you were doing." And then when he went back and started doing them, that's when he really started making money.
Hey, Apex, set up your own.com. Get your fucking money now and quit giving them 10%. Oops.
Oh.
I don't give a shit. I'm serious, man. It's
but I'm jealous.
You
Christy,
guys
you
promote your own books. You do all the work. You give them 10% for them to put it on a platform. That's really easy to do. Launch parties, all this stuff the same way. Just put it on your own platform. We can still promote it the same way that we do now. We come out on shows and we tell people you can get this book at, and it doesn't matter if it's Amazon or Kickstarter or Kablam or where the fuck the book is at. When we come out and tell people it's at abominablegrizzly.com, you can go get it right now for $5. That sounds way better than you can get it on Kickstarter for $30.
Yeah.
Set up your own. Look, that 10% will build a damn nice website.
So, Christy, you went to the Louvre. Did you happen to get over to Giverny?
Yes, I went to Giverny. Yeah.
Oh, I am so jealous.
I went to his fucking house and we walked.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
We're talking about art.
Monet's house.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Monet's garden, his house. The
that's
famous Little Pond.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, that shit. I want to go so bad. That's like the only thing on my bucket list to go to in Europe.
Yeah, I went to Giverny. Giverny was fun. It's let's see, there was another one. It was actually funny. We went to a graveyard. And like there was an open grave, so me being the morbid little bastard, I took up my phone and I took a picture.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
What was the name of Saison?
But Victorians are fucking morbid as shit. They would actually have glass panels on the coffins, so you could see your loved one rot away inside. Like you could just sit there and like look at them.
Ew! What the fuck, man?
Yeah, they did. They did. They had tombs where they had a glass panel and the couple would be sitting there all dead and you could go visit them and watch them rot. I'm not fucking kidding, man.
Hey, Jim Morale. That carried over to the out west also in Arizona and New Mexico. They would have those.
Yeah.
The glass panel and I'm like, no, hell no.
I live in Arizona.
No, but then there was a Civil War where it perfected embalming. Yeah. You could do that forever.
Yeah.
Rich is like, what the fuck? I said, no, I looked up funerary rites, dude. It's fun. Because I was like going, man, am I weird that I kind of am curious to see what happens inside? And then all of a sudden they're talking about the Victorians and shit. I'm like,
yeah,
no, I'm not.
Yes.
I want to go to the Louvre. I want to go to Paris. I want to take a train to Paris.
Well, you can. You're just right across
I
the
know
way.
I can. Ha ha. You all suck because you can't.
So
That
Mike
was
is
I
right
could
over
take
there
a
in the
train to
chat. You guys can
Paris.
join us if you
I could
want.
take a train to
That's
Paris.
why we're
I
here.
was
You cannot. Ha, 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 ha.
it was on my list of things to do
What?
if I had before the coof. I was going to buy the narrowboat and go live on the canals in England, and so that was on my list of stuff to do was to boogie on over to the Louvre and to go to Giverny and what is the name of Cezanne's place?
Cezanne?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that big ass house of his overlooking the mountain,
Yeah,
Provence.
like his family was rich.
Yeah,
Well,
Provence.
Provence, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I didn't go to Provence, but I went to Chambord. So I went to the chateaus. Those were cool.
Yeah.
So I was in Paris. We went and saw that. Then we took a tour out to Giverny and all that other shit. Well, I think there was even a museum there, which was interesting too. On top of it, it's like in the middle of fucking nowhere. And there's this nice modern museum, maybe some of those like European like farmers market fair things.
Yeah.
They have them everywhere. I just realized in Europe, like that's the commonality in Europe. You have that place. Like I think that's where a fucking yellow jacket shanked me in the neck too. Like, literally, I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden, like, ow! And I thought, like, my neck spasmed for no reason. And no, it was like this little motherfucker stabbed me in the neck right here.
Jeez, I hate them. I hate those little fuckers.
Well, it's kind of funny. My brother-in-law said those things terrify me, and I said, "Well, I just got stabbed in the neck by one of them. Fuck them."
Oh, they are hate with wings.
Oh, that's right. Jim is on his way to Arizona right now.
Oh shit!
Hey,
Jim. They are moving from the horrible New York. Sorry, Jim. No offense. To the great Arizona.
But how's he going to get his gabagool?
Well, I mean, you make your own, eh?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I want to make your own.
You're all fucking racist for that gabagoo shit. Especially you two, the Christy Shin. Racist fuck.
Okay, you big mook.
Big is the proper word for this one, baby girl.
Oh shit, here we go.
You big curly fuck with the yellow fucking tape curling off his titties.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Christy, your next campaign, I swear, I am going to use, Christy, the next campaign, if you make over 10,000, I'm going to use epoxy, and I'm going to tear that shit off. It's going to have your name in my chest.
You can't use epoxy. It'll pull skin off.
You might actually want.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
that's how serious I am.
Oh
you said you were serious about the last one. You didn't even use duct tape. I would think they have duct tape in England. One guy actually, he didn't even fucking have a hand in this fight. He just stuck the fucking duct tape. So,
Christy, I still did that live with everybody watching, so you're welcome. Fuck.
Yeah, but you should have used better.
Ungrateful. You are ungrateful. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. I know, because it wasn't done.
You're just like a woman. You can't be satisfied until the man is completely subservient to you.
Yes, of course.
Well, that's true.
That makes sense.
I also own cats. They're the same way too. Doesn't matter. Where's that?
I am.
We love you, Rich.
I know. No one really does, but that's okay. It's all right.
We just call
it.
Poor Rich.
Poor me.
I really do, just not in that kind of way that you want me to. I know how you are, Rich.
Hey guys,
no, that's the way Russell. That's the way Russell Allen wants everyone to love him in the butt.
Oh my
Russell
God.
Allen wants everyone to love him in the butt. That's what.
Draw pictures shipping Rich and Pops together.
Oh, Christy, really? Stop. Fucking stop.
You can't start shit like that on a channel full of artists. That's bad mojo.
You cannot start shit like that. Do not do that. Do not. Oh my God.
Kind of a switch on that one.
So Nita's over there getting her stitches out.
Hey, Past Master Dan. He wants to know, are they called ducks in England? Or what called ducks? Ducks?
Fowls.
Mallards.
I don't know. Ducks. Mallards. They're mallards. There's so many mallards all over.
And the perennial enemy of every canal boat owner is the queen's swans. Swans are just geese that got a lucky break.
No, swans are basically the Stepford
Swans are
Wives.
evil incarnate.
Yeah.
Like swans are the Stepford Wives incarnate. They just look prettier than geese with a better nose job. But they're still shitheads.
Yeah, they play chicken with canal boats.
I was doing camp counseling years and years ago. One of the people, I was on a nature hike with another counselor, and they were like, "Oh, look, there's swans. I brought some bread to feed them." I'm like, they have goslings or little baby swans. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
Cygnets.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm like, I wouldn't go near them.
No.
And
no.
He's like, well, I'll go over and see if they're friendly. And I'm like,
no, they're not.
Okay,
not friendly.
You can
Geese
do that.
Are fucking horrible.
I'll have it written on your tombstone.
Actually, the ones that I've been around, they've been used to people, but it wasn't like, but they were still kind of aloof. Like they kind of just stayed away from you, but they were not shitheads.
I used to feed the wild geese that lived outside of my apartment. And at one point I had a neighbor that started yelling at me because when I came in at 2 p.m. home, my radio was up kind of loud, and he said it was too loud and was getting kind of belligerent and a bit violent towards me. The geese attacked him.
There's on the side of narrowboats is a hatch that's literally called the swan hatch. So it's a double shuttered window that you open up, and the swans will literally swim right up to you so you can feed them. Yeah, I'm not doing that. They might come in and hijack the boat. I'm just saying.
Swans are evil, and there's nothing else to it.
I hate geese more because
geese are the only bad thing about the ponds on golf courses.
Geese are mean as shit.
They poop all over around the pond, and then if your ball's over there, it's like you got to go over there and tiptoe through the poop to fucking play your ball. It's horrible.
Hey, come golf down here.
No,
it's not the worst thing about the water down here. The alligators are
golf courses.
Yeah, on the golf courses, there's gators.
Why are we all talking about?
I got a club for the gator.
Because we like
can't hear nothing about the geese poop.
You can try that if you want to. There was one gator that lived on one of the holes on the golf course on Paris Island, and he liked to stay in this one particular sand trap that was close to the green. So they would go out there with dummy grenades and throw grenades at him until he left.
What the fuck?
Getting my stitches out and checking out how my bone is healing. What happened to Nita? She had an operation or something?
She broke her arm, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, she had a broken arm. What the fuck happened to her?
Why haven't we heard this story, Nita? The last time we saw you were a whole person. What happened?
I'll let her tell you. I tried to get her to come out, but she's actually getting her stitches out right now. I say, "Ooh, we want to watch," but she won't even video it for us.
So out of curiosity, so what happened?
See, they're actually bitches. Don't get in the water with them, and you're okay.
Yeah, whatever.
What's her face? Nita. She probably wrestles alligators and like beats the shit out of them.
Yeah, I could see that. Those are the Louisiana gators, though. They're used to being food.
Yeah, she has calluses on her knuckles from punching so hard. Fucking man.
So what happened, Nita? How'd you fuck yourself up this time?
Yeah, how'd you do that, you fucking gator killer?
She was gator wrestling. It had to be.
She probably gotten into a fight with like some other mom in the neighborhood, and they were all beating each other up with sticks and shit.
Glenn, you should totally come hang out, brother.
No, he said he's working right now, but he just sent me something to show you guys.
All right.
I should get more coffee, I guess. I'm drawing a cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Check
Bring
that
me
out.
some.
Oh, wow. That's sweet.
That looks lovely.
That's Hatch's asteroid, and there's a little teeny spot. Let me see if I can how much.
I'm thinking of like either a mushroom or a waffle cone.
Yeah,
I see him. I see Hatch.
Yeah, I see him.
I can't even zoom in. This sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a little spot right about there. He's just sitting on the edge. looking out over his universe.
All existential and British.
Yes, Glenn showed me a panel of Hatch wearing an astronaut's outfit, and I got excited. Is he leaving his asteroid? No, he's not. He's not. Just doing his exploration stuff.
An alligator came after me in Florida. At least you don't get in the water. You're fine. Kids drag 7-footers around. Jesus Christ.
Now, if you got the Chihuahuas, they'll like those.
Don't get in the water with them, but I mean, an alligator came after me in Florida.
Oh, the kid in Disney who had a problem.
This is how she broke her arm, yo.
The Public Works crew on Paris Island ran over one when they were gouging out the fire breaks, and they ran over one with a bulldozer. So we went and harvested the tail and cooked that bad boy. It was awesome.
I heard the tail's the best part.
Oh yeah.
Glenn exited. He's like, I'm out.
Yep. Peace out. Gotta
go. That's kind of what that is. That's some Kirby Crackle that Glenn add to the beauty of that page. Look at that.
Yeah. It not just Kirby Crackle, but some of that Steve Ditko effect. And that you did that with Sponge, didn't you, Glenn?
It's Space Crackle, yo. Yes, he did do that with a sponge. He said he was working with the sponge.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Rich?
He's being Italian.
Typing shit.
I mean, I know you're drawing something. What are you drawing, Rich?
I'm not drawing a thing. I'm like looking at fucking typing something.
Oh, you're watching porn? Okay.
His
hands are busy. You don't see them.
Watching porn.
He's touching himself in a very special way.
Didn't he just say he's watching pipe laying? I could have swore that's what he said.
I'm not watching pipe laying. I can't even fucking see the screen. I'm so blind.
I touch myself.
Oh, I don't want
anyone else.
Start singing, please.
Oh no.
It's like I love my voice is very interesting. Phenomena. Do 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 do.
That may be the best song ever written. I'm just saying.
Hey,
old Glenn Fleming.
Yeah, I couldn't resist.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see you. I want to show you this in reality.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There he is. Look, see him?
Yep. He's just sitting on the edge.
And there is where are we going now? Y. Can you see that? Somewhere.
Right there. Now
Right in the end. Can you see it?
Yeah. Can't make out what it is.
It's one of them Y off Easter Island.
Nice.
Lots of stars.
Very nice. Very nice.
See, that's Space Crackle is what that is.
Space Crackle, yeah.
Ditko all day.
Yeah, and the page that Doc was talking about is that one, which I'm just coloring the space around it.
In Big and 8. There he is.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I got all excited, man. I was like, Glenn, is he going to leave his asteroid?
Well, he might do at some point. I don't know. He may do.
Nita said they're calling it a stress fracture now. They said bone bruising made it look worse. So a soft cast for 3 more weeks and then 1 more check and I should be good to go. Which means if you just put it in a fucking sling and leave it alone for 3 weeks, you'll be fine.
So Nita, so it was like, so you had to drag the fucking neighbor bitch around in by her hair like several times over again? The bitch didn't learn the last time?
Yeah,
Oh.
She didn't tell me exactly who she was tantruming on, but
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure what she fucked up with is she got a cinder block instead of a brick. Bricks are easier to hold. Cinder blocks, you have to kind of wheel it around a little bit more with more effort.
Oh, okay. Post-apocalyptic Asgard. Post Ragnarok. All we need is a little Midgard serpent floating around there, and it'd be awesome.
I'm gonna shut up.
Glenn's like, leave my shit alone, Pops.
I've just been watching that Johnny Depp thing, that Amber Heard thing. Oh my god! I don't know whether you're allowed to talk about it, but
bitch is crazy. Her pussy ain't worth it.
Give us your insights, Glenn, on Amber Turd. Go ahead.
I think she needs to see somebody.
Look.
I don't think she's a well girl. They keep playing all these tapes that I think she taped. That she's trying to prove.
Grumpy on my bed.
I know she taped conversations, as far as I understand it, and now they're playing them, and she's saying that it proves that he's the abuser, and all he's saying is, "I want to go home. Let me out. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone." And she's going crazy. So I don't know what's going on.
Look,
I think she's just so caught up in her own bullshit in terms of he's such an abuser that she's trying to gaslight him. And I haven't really watched it, but I know enough about it. And it's just like she's just trying to think that if she can repeat it over and over again, it'll be.
Well, it's like when she did her testimony a couple of weeks ago, or whenever it was last week. To me, I mean, I'm not a Hollywood producer, but
holy crap, James, do you watch our show at all? Hold up, I gotta interrupt this for a commercial break. All right, James, watch closely, bro.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought, with it being such a unique thing, that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. On the first visit, Jack took us into his another room, separate room, and there were these brown parcels full of artwork piled up, and he said to me, "You draw like I do." We were in the studio for 5 hours, it was fantastic. And there's this, he's got this desk, and everything he's ever drawn has come from this desk. And then I would just go with the flow, and that's what this film is about. It's just a unique film of him.
He says, "I beat you." He says, "They say we came in under the dead of heat." He says, "That's not true, because I beat you." And the American said, "Well," he says, "if you like to think so," he says, "but I know the real story." He says, I know I clearly won that one." See? Well, Joe is 6'3", and I was a runt, from the Lower East Side. And being Joe's partner was an advantage to me, because Joe was believable. They would talk to Joe, and the Goodman brothers would get to know him. Martin Goodman owned Marvel at that time. He went to his mother and he says, "Look, Jackie got a job drawing." He says, "They're paying him for it. They're paying him money for drawing." He says, "Suppose I go with Jackie." He says, "And he says, they'll pay me money." He says, "I'll draw and they'll pay me money." He said, "I'll give the money to you," which we did. We gave it all to our mothers. They called me from Nassau. I lived in Long Island. And they say, "Would you like to come down and draw these guys in training?" I swear, this is not a story. And I said, "Yes, of course, I'd love to come down."
And you can catch a little of this too.
Yeah, Dan, you're old enough to know what that sound was. Remember,
Glenn's
jam
been doing
gorgeous.
hatch for a long time. A long time.
It makes it all the more unique and
It does. It
you know.
does. You remember the sound VCRs used to make when you push the tape in? That it would wind up that wee.
Yeah, the wee noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was better than the first one I had, which broke down on the day. So that's why there's not much of it from the first visit, you know. But yeah, it's so check it out, James, and see what I'm up to. And that's only part of it.
Well worth it, James. Well worth it.
And check out Comics Unlimited.
Yeah, the number 9 is in review right now for Amazon. You can pick up all those issues. It's a magazine that I publish. It's about comics, articles, interviews, artwork, all the whole thing. And that's in review, and that'll be published in a couple of days, probably.
Someday Glenn's going to interview me for his book. Someday.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a book about me next. So
yeah, I'm halfway through that one.
It'll be a short book.
I'd interview Rich, but he might fall asleep.
Huh? What?
See what I mean? and I couldn't interview Christy because she'd every other word had been deleted.
So it's called culture.
It's a cultural thing.
Is that culture? Oh, right.
Well, you know, I'm not white, so that apparently qualifies that. I don't know.
Okay.
Isn't it great to have that to hide behind?
Yeah.
I also like fucking with people.
It's a cultural thing, damn you.
Yeah, and I like fucking with people about that. Like, I'll say that, and then you're like,
what you want to do if you want to catch people out in a conversation, when they say something like, you know, whatever they say, well, that begs the question.
And just leave it hanging.
Most people won't ask what you mean because they think that they should know. Do you understand what I mean? They don't want to be embarrassed or shown up.
Just leave it hanging there.
Just leave it there to say, well, that begs the question, doesn't it?
Yes.
And 99% of people will just go,
I'm gonna use that. But I will say this. Here in the South, they will follow that with one word, a one syllable word that actually has 2 syllables. They'll say, what? What?
There you go. What's you know, man.
What's that mean?
What about when they just use sign language?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cultural thing. That's cultural appropriation, Pops.
Yeah.
That's why I like fucking with people sometimes when they go and they go like, but you swear an awful lot. I said, I'm not white. And then I just love fucking with them because they're just like, they don't know what to say.
Yeah, it just hangs there in the air.
The other thing I say to people is you know, in an argument or whatever, I just say, look, there's only 2 words I want to say to you, and one of them's fuck.
Oh, right.
And it really does their head in, a lot of people, because they think you're going to say off, you know. So just, I'm like Christy, I just like messing with people's heads because people are so stupid.
It's just like, it's funny. Because, well, I don't know about stupid. They're just like programmed to think a certain way. And they feel this and this and this and this.
No, they're stupid. If they were intelligent, they wouldn't be fooled by that, would they?
Well, the thing is that then I would have to like basically absolve them if they were stupid, and I can't do that.
That must be a cultural thing. I won't absolve them. I just destroy them.
God, Glenn, savage. Jeez.
The problem is that they're going like, wait, I have a brain. Oh, okay, yeah, but you don't use it. But I can tell you that you're stupid because then you'll be put off in the rubber room or something and be excused.
Okay, here we go. This is why what Glenn said is completely correct. This is the wizard's first rule. People are stupid. Given proper motivation, almost anyone will believe almost anything because people are stupid. They will believe a lie because they want to believe it's true or because they are afraid it might be true. Yep. People's heads are full of knowledge, facts, and beliefs, and most of it is false, yet they think it is all true. People are stupid. They can only rarely tell the difference between a lie and the truth, and yet they are confident they can, and so are all the easier to fool.
Yeah.
I just enjoy letting people lie to me and not give a clue that I know that they're lying.
I just like fucking with people. That's all. I don't give a shit.
Okay. All right.
I just like being steps ahead. See, I mean, I talk street. I live down the street. I'm street, but I'm way smarter than I'll ever let on. That way, I know I'm 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of you. You know, you think I'm way back there, but I'm really way up there.
The pressing issue on my mind. Hey, Quentin. The pressing issue on my mind is for Glenn. Is it scones or scones?
I would say scones.
Thank you. Thank
You're not sure either? What the fuck?
I think it depends on how fucked up your accent is. That could be anywhere.
It's a cultural thing. Scones.
We are still monkeys and programmed to fit in with the tribe. Such agreement is required. Either super or stupidly conformist in order to fit together rather than be driven out. Well, I'm happy to read, you know.
Probably
So,
falls under stupid.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's really. I think it's just funny when you take their banana away and they get all mad, and then you try to give them the ticket and you take it away and they get all mad again.
I watched a program. I watched a program a few years ago on the TV, and it was about the conforming in society, and they did experiments, and they had these people in this room who didn't know each other, but I think there were 6 of them, but only one of them was the target, and the other 5 knew what was going on. So this guy would draw a line on the blackboard or chalkboard, whatever it's called this week. Blackboard, right, in chalk, and he would draw a line. It would be like 2 feet long, and then all the others would draw lines, and they all of different sizes, and they all pointed to the same one, the 5, and said that's the longest one, which it clearly wasn't. But the other guy,
full of lights.
Yeah, and after several minutes of them berating this guy because this was clearly the longest one when it wasn't, he agreed.
Yeah. The best one,
because he didn't want to be pushed out or be wrong, even though
the best
he was
one
right.
was the same setup, 5 people in on it, 1 person not. He was the control. They're in a waiting room, just sitting, and every time this buzzer went off, everybody would stand up, and so the control guy starts standing with him. Well, then slowly they begin to replace the people who were in on it with people who weren't until they were all replaced, and now they were all standing every time the buzzer went off.
Yeah.
You know, it's quite the thing.
Another frightening thing was on the same program was they were pretending to be some sort of government agency thing, and they were torturing this guy, and they told the people what this guy had allegedly done. He hadn't done anything, and he was in like this electric chair thing, and they had this dial, and they could turn the electric up.
Yep.
And when they turned it up, he went, but he wasn't really getting electrocuted. But some people wanted him to push it all the way that would kill him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
That's a very famous experiment.
Like the guy was like, "Oh God, that hurts."
Yeah, I don't do anymore.
Yeah, that was at Princeton, and they had college interns as their control group, and only I think 1 out of the 6 refused to jack it all the way up.
Yeah.
You know, only 1 of them was like, "I'm not doing that."
And that's the guy. That's the same, not the same guy, but you know, the same sort of guy at Neil who wouldn't shoot anybody.
Actually, I was just kind of laughing because it was like, I think probably most of those people own cats, so they didn't give a fuck. So they're like, "Yeah, turn it off all the way."
It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
If you could ask the cat what to do, he'd say, "How much food are you going to give me? I'll throw it all the way."
Yeah, just crank it up. I don't like him. I don't like him. Crank it up.
You fucking.
Wow. Of course, I'm pretty sure if they had put my ex-wives on that panel, they would have just killed all of them every time. It's, crank it up to max.
What was it Goebbels said? The bigger the lie, the more people will believe it or something.
Yeah, that's what was her first rule. Basically, that's what it's saying. It's like people would rather believe the lie than stand up alone on an island and prove it wrong.
Well, remember, Hitler said famously, if you tell a lie long enough, loud enough, and often enough, the people will believe it.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he was the first one to say that, Doc.
Yeah. I think he was quoting Socrates or somebody like that.
Yeah, I don't think he was the first one to say that.
I can't hear you, Rich.
You're breaking up, Rich.
Socrates.
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 That's the one. So, Mr. Socrates, yeah.
And you know, a lot of that has to do with I don't know. I talked about it on my last live stream. There's all of us have a schema, and our schema is how we interpret and interact with the world. And it's based on 4 E's that are with us from the moment we're born. That's your education, experience, examples, and environment. And depending on those things, you will see the world in certain ways. And if you want to make a change, then you have to change those 4 E's. So
why the fuck would we get you craving Chinese?
You got one at home. Just eat dumpling.
What did we say that in any way would get her craving Chinese?
I don't know, but I picked up on that, Christy. Good one.
Yeah. I named him Dumpling. Well, you know, you're craving dumplings, so there's one right home.
Yep. Just go hit your HR department.
Yeah. He's got 2 of them, so it's okay.
I love me some of them dumplings.
I'm just saying.
I love me some of Nita's dumplings. All up in that piece.
Doc, you know, you were just talking about ease there.
Yes.
And there's so many little things like that, and that's no wonder that we all get it wrong all the time, because some people will agree with it, some people won't. Some people will believe some of the other. Rich will be yawning again like he normally does.
Yes.
And then, you know, we could all do that. We could all. This is why the world is such a mess, because you know, there we go.
It takes a conscious decision to change your schema.
What the fuck?
And those 4 E's, by the way, are driven by the core needs that we're born with. So, like, if the core need is belongingness, then my education, environment, examples, and education have taught me this is how I get my belongingness, and therefore my schema, my interaction with the world is thus. Well, if all your relationships are shit that you belong to, then you've got to change those 4 E's. You need a different education, different examples, different environment, and that's the only real way to make conscious changes to the way you interact with the world.
Yeah, it's just a fluke where you're born. People blame other cultures and things, but it's
sure.
Well, I mean, you can do the same thing. You can do the Superman experiment. If Superman landed in Afghanistan
or the Soviet Union,
he would have had a completely different set of values.
Yeah,
right.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, well, he'd have grown up with some other parents, and
could you imagine
a complete different culture and way to live?
Allahu Akbar, and then he just punches the world.
No, we ain't got to go to where he'd end up. I'm just saying, if he landed in Switzerland, he'd have had a different set of values. If he landed in Japan, he'd have had a different set of values. He'd been Samurai Superman. Fuck that, dude.
Well, I mean, they did do the Soviet, the alternate universe.
But I'm just saying,
where he was Soviet.
Exactly what you're talking about with your 4 E's.
Yes.
Where you're born has a whole hell of a lot to do with where you end up in life.
Well, yeah, that's the E. That's your environment. It's also your examples, your education, and your.
But don't forget, I think you're missing the main point here is the fact that Superman wasn't born on Earth, was he? He was That's nature and nurture. So whatever happens, he would turn to his nature.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the nature part of that, this is called the developmental model. The nature part of that is you are born with those core needs. Everybody is. And then those 4 E's are the nurture.
Yeah. So yeah, if it was in a different country, you'd have different nurture. He would have different experiences.
That's what I was saying. It's like, and that's the same for everybody. You know. Oh, geez, here we go.
Shin, you would try to eat my egg. I said you eat it. You had a fucking thing for dumplings. I just have frozen ones in my fucking freezer all the time.
Do they got tails?
Oh my God, do they got tails?
Well, they got chicken.
Why can't the English teach their kids to speak?
Come to LA.
Richard, you would try to eat my. He's too small. The size hamsters aren't really that tasty.
You know, after you fry them up, there's not that much left.
I mean, all they are is like, if you got male hamsters, all they are is just balls. They are rodents.
I'm cringing just thinking about it. I was listening to Glenn and Doc's existential conversation, and I was like, this conversation has now become deeper than the Marianas Trench.
Yeah.
I feel at peace with life and love and all of humanity. And then all of a sudden it goes to rat's balls. You know, it's like,
well,
I'm like, what in the hell?
That's a cultural thing, you see. We're talking about intellectual stuff, and Christy's talking about rat's balls.
Hamster balls.
Well, they eat rats in China and dogs and fucking cats.
Yeah, but she's not in China. And she's not from China.
My buddy was in Central America. He was in the Navy.
I couldn't tell. Oh my God! Did you hear what the fuck I just said?
Well, Rich, I can't tell if you're either a bear or.
Oh my God! I'm such a racist bastard. Oh my God!
That I think Rich is a bear. On his tits.
There you go. There you go.
That other guy, he put it there. You saw the nipple, but it's like Rich couldn't even fucking do that. He just got the yellow lame ass masking tape.
You know what? Now that you keep saying that, next time I am on this podcast on fucking next Tuesday, I'm gonna get duct tape and I will show you.
You said that
the pain that I am willing to feel. No, I mean it.
All right, you heard it, folks. Next Tuesday.
We want to see blood. We want to see the blood where the hair ripped off.
And Glenn is right now going, well, there's one I won't be tuning in for.
No, Rich should really be in pain.
So listen, my buddy was in the Navy, and they stopped. They made a port of call in Central America, and he'd been out drinking. He's headed back to the boat, and there's a guy with a hibachi on the sidewalk cooking kebabs. And he says, carne? And he goes, yeah, what kind of carne? And he goes, carne is carne.
Street meat.
Is it like Demolition Man where it's like, ooh, rat burger. Oh, this is pretty good, you know? Fuck. You know? I was surprised it was Mexican, though, because usually it's Chinese when they cook rats. Oh, my God!
It wasn't Mexican, Central American.
Well, you know, I mean, Stone is Italian, right?
My goodness gracious.
I know. This took a really dark turn. I love you, Christy. Don't eat me. Please don't eat me.
Well, I mean, she just said she's kind of, you know, she would just eat the balls because you're just basically an overgrown hamster.
Oh, yeah, she'd be full for a month.
Edible because it's the rest of its bone, I'm guessing.
But I wish. I'm a fat fuck lately. I wish the rest of me was just bone. Ugh.
There's a Korean saying, and you reserve it for somebody you really fucking hate, and it's like, I will beat you to death like a dog on a hot day. I'm like, God damn.
You will what to death?
Oh, it's a Korean saying, like, if you really fucking hate a person, they go like, I will beat you to death like a dog on a hot day.
Okay, right on.
Like, yeah, it's pretty gnarly. If you know the story behind that, that's like really pretty fucked up.
That's my second cultural one this week. The first one was from a South African, where we would say, don't borrow trouble. They say don't feed the monkey on the other side of the mountain.
That's an interesting one.
I know, right? I was like, what? That would?
Yeah, no, what it was is that I think it just stems from the old practice because in Korea, what they used to do, they used to eat a certain type of dog. So it's not like they pick any dog off the street, and it's a tonic thing. But one of the fucked up practices that they used to do, they don't do it anymore. But if you were sick, they believed like the energy would be much more prevalent in the dog if you traumatized it before it died.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my God.
It's bad. And so if you know behind that, so what they did is that like what they would do is they tie up the dog and beat it up in the worst way possible.
Jeez.
So you reserve that for people you hate. So
wow.
Yeah, it's I actually just learned it a few years ago. I'm like, whoa.
So they were saying we'll cook you and eat you.
No, it's not just that. It's like I will beat you to death like a dog on a hot day. So they will not only eat you, but they will kill you in the worst way possible.
Yes.
And as I said, that's like to do with the energy and the animal and all that other stuff. I mean, I'm not saying I advocate that. That's just what it used to do. You know?
My whole book is about killing people in the worst way possible. I mean, when you boil right down to it, the protagonist in my book is actually a supernatural serial killer.
Yeah.
Dan says, "Thank God I was never a stepchild. I'm a redhead."
Yeah, but yeah, the beating to death with a dog on a hot day. It's like imagine 2x4s with nails and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't need to hear anymore.
No, I don't want to imagine that.
So back in those days, you don't want to live near a Korean restaurant. Well, I mean, let's not get into the totally uneducated thing that's all they did. It was a medicinal thing.
Yeah, there was an incredible scene in MASH where Hawkeye is with the Korean family after he has head trauma, and they serve him a meal at the end of the day, and he goes, "Oh, this is pretty good. Wait, where's the dog?" I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, but that's stupid because it's only one type of dog that they would give. It's specially bred for that.
So that's okay then if it's only one type of dog.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you guys are wanting to be uneducated and think it's just any dog off the street.
Oh no, good.
We know see your cat.
We know see your cat. My cat is somewhere else. She's up there. She's just.
I know you told me before, Christy, but what is that behind you to the left in the corner? Is that a beanbag? I asked you before.
That one? Oh no, it's like a box. I just picked it up.
Your other left.
Oh, that's a Papa-san.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Papa-san.
Right on.
It's not exclusively Asian.
My friend had one of those in his basement, and I fell asleep in it one time. And that was like the best sleep I remembered having in forever. Just curled up in a catcher's mitt.
Yeah. Dog.
Dan, you will get canceled if you say that on my channel. PETA is watching, bro.
PETA can just suck my ass. They kill more animals anyway.
That's true.
They can take their
especially
tongue
this
right in
PETA.
their ass and shove it up their face.
Especially this PETA. Yeah.
Anyway, what's everybody doing?
All
What are you
right.
doing, Rich? Are you drawing there, Rich? What are you doing?
I'm not drawing a thing. I'm writing a script for something. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Cool.
What are you working on,
I'm-
Alison? Sorry, Rich, to cut you off there. Carry on.
No, that's all right. Everybody cuts me off because I am insignificant. No one cares about me, so it's okay.
Poor Rich.
Poor Rich.
Poor Rich.
Porridge. That sounds like a great idea. I'm hungry now.
Ryan says, Glenn, great show yesterday.
I was raised native snake buffalo dog. What kind of dog?
I'm drawing. All right.
I don't know, but I've had
Snake,
buffalo, and it's good.
dog. Jesus
I
Christ.
had buffalo. Pretty good.
Snake buffalo dog. Ugh.
Elk was amazing.
Yeah, elk
I
is
had,
good.
I had a dog a couple of weeks ago, and she never called back.
Oh my God. So Glenn was asking Allie, what are you working on? What are you doing?
I'm roughing out a page.
I'm drawing a fucking mean cartoon for the millionth time.
Rich is picking his nose, and
No, I was not.
And
That
I'm
was a
doing
lie. That was a lie.
absolutely nothing.
Liar face. Liar face.
I'm doing nothing. I have been drawing since before dawn, and I just went in there and I looked at what I have drawn, and I've got a deformed jawline I got to fix.
You have no idea how much I wish I was drawing all day today. I really am just. God, it took me a good 2 hours to get home from work.
Jeez.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Look, man, either find a closer job or move closer to work.
I am gonna find a closer fucking job at some point because
yeah,
it's getting a little insane at this. Getting up at fucking 5:30 in the morning, to a job and get yelled at by a boss who heard from a third party today that I said something mean to somebody when I did not. And
bullshit.
Son of
You
a
know
bitch,
you did.
Oh no, actually I didn't. And the son of a bitch still has to apologize because he can go fuck himself.
You should have shown him some good old Italian American lovin', which is his face on your titties.
No, I can't because there are unfortunately, being American, I am a primitive savage who abandoned the queen all those years ago. So, even though I'm fucking Italian and we came over here and we came to the States in the 19th, 20th century, so the fuck do I know?
I had a job that required me twice a week to do a 2.5 hour commute down and a 2.5 hour commute back. Yeah, that didn't last a month. Like, no, I'm not doing this because it was one of those commutes through bumfuzzle. I mean, you drove through the middle of damn nowhere, and I'm like, no,
sure.
I'm not doing this anymore.
They only cut off Rich because of a bad mic that leaves him sounding muffled. He blends in with the background.
Well, there's that.
Great. I sound like the teacher from Peanuts. That's wonderful. Yeah, I know. It's out of that oh, I'm going to shut up. I was about to say something so crass and disgusting. I have to stop myself lately because I just get worse and worse as time goes by. God damn it, man. I think something is wrong with my frontal lobe. I shit you not. I think I must have been struck a few too many times in the head without realizing it. And now my frontal lobe is, that of a 95-year-old dementia patient with hemorrhoids.
Electroshock therapy will do wonders for you.
Can I ask all you Americans a question?
Oh fuck! What?
This and I'm being sort of honest here. I'm really intrigued. Why do Americans always be Korean American or Italian American? Why don't you just be Americans?
Because that's what I call myself. I'm sorry, but that's what I say. I'm an American. Okay, my heritage has nothing to do with where I was born, where I live.
That's right. Yeah. But it's like everybody. People in America. To me, I don't know them all, but a lot of Americans I know cling to this African American, Japanese American, whatever. Why don't they just be American?
Because the thing is that Glenn, we all want to be special because we are special. Really wanting to be diversified and want to be part of everything else, but we want to be
American is real special, baby, real fucking special.
So I don't know why. I mean. I say my ethnicity is Korean, and I go with like Korean American, but I really.
It's just that you see when Jack Kirby's and Stan Lee's mum and dad came over from wherever they came from Europe, right? Jack Kirby's mum and dad were from Austria, right? When they came here, and Jack and his brother were born, they told Jack and his brother David that they were American, not Austrian American, not European. They were Americans because they were born in America. They were American. Now, then that other great American, Martin Luther King, comes along and wants to be judged by the content of his character and all that, and he's dead right. And I don't ever, I may be wrong, but I don't ever remember him saying he was African American. He was an American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yet since he died and all that kind of thing, this thing seems to be people want to be Japanese American. Italian. Leave it behind. Be American.
When we were coming up, Pops and I, our age group, that wasn't there in society. We were just Americans.
To be the melting pot. We're all supposed to be the same here, but everybody puts their little shield label up.
Yeah.
Well, that came later as society has kind of disintegrated into the garbage it is today.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. I mean, it's like I go like I'm ethnically Korean, but I'm American. I don't care. I just think it's funny. It's just like we go like, oh, we're all Americans. We need to be in this fucking American society, but we want our own special club.
There was a report the other day. I don't know whether you saw it. This is really interesting, or at least I think it is. You know, they've just found in South America, not the Spanish part of it, right? But in South America, what you might call the indigenous South Americans, they've just found a 12% thread in their DNA of Aborigine or native Australians, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
When there's been this big ocean there for 10,000 years, and it just goes to prove that either in the past we had trade and boats that were ocean going, or the oceans were smaller, because those Aborigines,
the Aborigines actually traveled from Australia to
Have you
South
guys
America.
heard the term Heinz 57?
And remember
that's a catch-up.
Hold up. Have you heard the term Heinz 57?
Yeah.
Where people refer to themselves as, I got some of everything in me. They ain't got no label to hide behind.
That's right.
Okay?
Well, my ancestors.
There shouldn't be labels to hide behind. There really
my ancestors come from France, Belgium to Holland.
Now I'm thinking Monty Python.
Right. So
fat Belgian bastards, like, are trying to find like mean things to say about everybody.
Yeah, Russell Allen has had a little bit of all those 57 flavors inside of him at one point. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
I can believe you said that.
So, Glenn, here's a question for you.
Hold up. Let Glenn finish his thought.
I do apologize. Do carry on.
No, I finished. I can trace my family back to the Battle of Hastings, which is 1066, which is 1,000 years ago. So I think by now, I'm English. By 1,000 years. I mean, people they won't draw a line. It's like the slavery thing. It wasn't me who made you a slave, and it wasn't you who was a slave. Right? We've got to draw a line and say, look, enough is enough.
Exactly.
Instead of my great great grandfather made your great great grandfather a slave. What's that got to do with me?
Right.
Even then, it's like my great great grandfather might have died to free them. I don't get no kind of credit for that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I have absolutely.
We might have been out there fighting to free them, and we don't get no kind of credit. It doesn't matter, yo. That was history. That's stuff we learn from, not stuff we're trying to re-experience. We're supposed to learn from that and not face these issues again.
I was born a poor black child, to quote Steve Martin. So my question for you, Dan, is I know, or Glenn, excuse me, I know part of this from some of my other English friends, but what do black people call themselves in England?
I don't know. They don't call them black British or black English.
Isn't it British black? That's what I kind of hear, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, they don't use the black men and women here don't use the N-word a lot at all.
That's true.
Right, but
yeah, well, that's cultural to the rap culture here.
Yeah, the thing is in Britain or England,
that word would have died a long time ago if it wasn't kept alive in everything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but go ahead. What were you saying, Glenn?
I think that's true. Yeah.
We get a lot of British Muslims who have to tag that on the end. Why don't they just be British?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, you see. It's I don't give a toss what anybody is. Just don't keep reminding me what you're probably not.
Right, but like, okay, if you were going to describe someone, would you say he was a black man or a white man, or would you say
if what?
If you're describing someone?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, of course I would. Yeah, I'll give you an instance. This is a true. A couple of years ago, my father-in-law was robbed, and a guy was walking past. He's an old man, and they got stuff, and they ran out. And this guy was walking past. The next door neighbour was walking past my father-in-law's house, and he saw this person come out. And the policeman came. Now get this: the policeman came, and he was asking this kid to describe these guys that he saw. And I listened, and he would not ask the question. And I said, "You're not doing your job. I'm going to ask you the question. What color were these people?" And he said, "They looked like they were Eastern European." Right? They were white, which immediately cuts half the world's population out of the equation. But the policeman wouldn't ask the question.
Right.
And I think that's wrong, because we use our eyes and our senses to determine what people are, and we might get the wrong view or whatever. But if you've been attacked and you describe the person as, white, black, Chinese, whatever, you're making the odds better to get the person, surely.
Right. So let me make this point. We just had this incident up in Buffalo, and they were quick to point out this is a white supremacist who targeted black people. But when the black guy drove through the parade, they said an SUV drove through the crowd, and they didn't bring up the fact that he had a racist agenda, that he was very public, a manifesto. People are so frightened to just speak plainly, because you might offend someone. And I am so over the I'm offended culture. Who gives a shit if you get offended? Offend me. I will still go have dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Gravity will still work.
Yeah.
Oh, you just, who's pounding the keyboard? Is that Rich or Pops?
That's me.
Oh, get it, Rich.
Yeah, Rich is really pounding that shit right there.
See that right there? Do you see this right here?
Oh, he was like so intent on pounding that fucking keyboard.
Do you see this right here?
Yeah.
He just says, "I'm brown skinned, but hey, black is not a color." And
black is not a color,
A
actually.
description of culture. Exactly right.
Yeah, but black is monotone. It doesn't have any type of color value.
Well, it's a neutral.
It's not a description of
Is
color.
it monochromatic? I don't know.
White, gray, black, brown. Those are all neutrals. Basic color theory. Come on.
Well, white is all the colors and black is pigment, isn't it?
Well, it depends on if you're talking about light, because if you mix all the primary colors in the light spectrum, you get white. If you mix all the colors in pigment, you get black.
Yeah, that's what
you paint with all the colors of the wind,
the rainbow.
If you tap the zero key 6 times in the RGB settings, you get black.
Say it again, Allison.
If you tap the zero key 6 times in the RGB settings, you get black. If you hit F 6 times, you get white.
Yeah, exactly. See, and there's a painter I know who uses light spectrum theory in his paintings instead of traditional pigment color theory, and he gets the same results everyone else does, but it's just weird that that's how he sees color instead of the way I was trained. I cannot make my brain work that way.
So if you're talking about culture and different people, one of my friends refers to herself as ABC.
What's that? What's ABC?
American-born Chinese.
Oh, ABC. Okay.
Yeah.
American-born. Well, that's the same thing, isn't it? Being a Chinese American.
So why not just be American?
Just be American.
She's first generation, for one thing.
So what?
So
what? Where do you draw the line?
She refers to herself that way because people refer to her as Chinese first.
I understand. I would just say I'm American. We are only third generation. I'm third generation American.
I was the first generation born here, so
yeah. My grandparents were proud to call themselves Americans when they came here.
Yeah.
Well, my family's been here since pre-Civil War, so.
Yeah, that's what I always tell people when they start talking about all that shit. It's like, look, my family wasn't even
to the
here.
heart of it, baby.
Yeah, Cancel Talk with Pops Van Zandt. It's a lovely 72 degrees here in the deep south with sunny
But
skies
doesn't
and a southwesterly breeze.
Doesn't that comment there from Nita prove my point? Cancel talk. You can't say anything because somebody's upset
that's
about
why
something.
I started laughing right away. I'm like, you can't say. Look, they have divided they have made everything that so there's two sides to everything.
Yeah. We're more divided today than we've ever been.
The sky is blue without somebody going, yeah, but those clouds are gray.
Yeah. It's listen, this current generation will go, or I should say, this current cohort group will go down in history as the offended cohort.
Yeah.
The professionally offended. Just get over it. Be an individual. I don't belong to groups. I'm a person. I am different and unique.
Rather impressive.
I'm sorry.
Say again.
Nothing. I'm saying either.
Just be yourself, whatever yourself is. You don't need a bunch of labels, a bunch of descriptors. You don't need that garbage. Just be you.
Well, I gotta say, I highly protest about that because I want to be part of boba culture.
If you're
part of what?
I was just going to say, if you're going to use
boba culture,
I can completely respect
that. If you're going to use a descriptor for yourself, don't use your heritage or your culture because all heritages and cultures have shitty people in them too. Use something that you can stand up for, that you're proud of as your descriptor. Like, I like to promote comics. I'm promoting.
My group. I'm a veteran.
There you go.
I put 10 toes on the line and swore an oath to die for that Constitution.
If you're going to use a descriptor, use one that says who you are personally, not who
that you chose.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mine is there next to my name.
Writer, artist, publisher, and all around nice guy.
Well, maybe, but I just think it's time we all matured a bit and grew up and dropped all that shit and just got on and because it's bad. It's bad.
To die.
Yeah, it's bad enough, isn't it?
It's beginning to die. People have had enough. There's a huge pushback.
Even
Netflix released a memo to their employees that said, "We don't care if you're offended," to their employees.
Good.
I think
you described our whole little clan right there, Courtney. We're all kind of idiots and dorks, and we might not all claim it, but that's how we all got here. We're comic nerds, and we like this stuff all our lives. That's how we got where we are now.
Somewhere along the line, we all picked up a comic book and went, "I want more. I want more of that."
And then some of us said, "Let's make our own."
Yes. It was. There was no choice for me. I had to do it.
I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know why it happened.
I worked forever to recreate a panel that George Perez had drawn. Just one panel.
Yeah.
And the tears, I tell people, you can be an artist if you're willing to shed the tears. Anybody can be an artist. You just got to be willing to shed those tears.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
The problem isn't that they didn't use the correct pronouns. The problem is that there are people that are that worried about the correct pronouns.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
If somebody didn't look, how many times have you been called something you're not in your life? How many times?
Yeah.
If you're so offended that you run to the authorities because somebody called you something you're not, we have just crossed into a place we can't return from.
I was so traumatized in the second grade that I went crying to my teacher and called her mommy. Today I'd go to jail.
Yeah.
That's not your mom.
I dated a girl years ago who was a teacher, and she said to me that they'd been given an instruction. She taught infants, little kids, and she was taught there was a directive that they weren't allowed to give the kid a hug if it fell over in the yard and that kind of thing. So she said to me, this kid fell over in the yard, and I said, the 5-year-old kid. I said, and this little girl was crying, and I said, so what did you do? She says, well, I gave her a hug. Because that's what
my parents said.
That's what we do.
That's what
this
humans
is what
do.
I said to my son. Okay, this is the reality of it. Okay, if you let somebody's words hurt you or cause you to do something that you shouldn't do, you let that happen.
Yeah.
Their words didn't do that. That was you that did that. Okay.
Remember the great line from the great movie Rich Roadhouse. Well, what if he calls my mama a whore? Is she?
Yes, that's right.
It's
the greatest movie of all time.
If it's either a factual statement, in which case you can't be offended, or it's not true, in which case you shouldn't be offended.
Yeah. It's crazy. We've got to get it back. It's crazy. It really is. You know, it's what was that thing that meme that they did when COVID started and when people were getting money or something? It said all of a sudden there were two genders. You know, because male and female got money. I can't remember what it was. It was something. It was hilarious. But anyway, I'm going to go now.
So am I. I've got to go get something to eat and get back to work.
Yeah.
So
see, this is the thing. You see, this is another thing about social media. I've just lost an hour of my day, but I've really enjoyed talking to you people.
Same.
So
I finished up my cartoon. Anybody want to see?
Yeah, we want to see it. Yeah.
Okay.
No. I don't know.
Nobody cares. What do you think, Rich?
That's right. No one does.
Yeah.
Womp, 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 womp.
Sad.
Oh.
I've noticed that those bitches always tend to fucking also shit on women. It's like going, well, you're not liberated enough and everything. And it's like, what? You're a fucking whore. Get out of my face. You always want a man to validate them on some level, but then they're going like, well, I don't need a man. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need my wife. I choose to be with her.
And
thank you, Quentin. Appreciate you.
Hey, Nita.
Now look what you did, you guys. Now look what you did.
It's Nita.
It's Rita.
I thought you got into a fight with your neighbor lady again.
Oh no. That bitch won't come at me again.
She don't want none of
that. No, but and I've also noticed they're like fucking into drugs, like hardcore drugs. So it's like, yeah, you're really a liberated off.
All the shit business goes respect when it comes down to stuff like that. Yeah, it does. Yeah, but schools are now just all schools are now just for like making sure the testing is good.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to do what Pops will never do. It's scrolling along the bottom. He has a PayPal. If you appreciate what Pops does in promoting everybody and anybody, be kind enough to throw a little duck or two in the tip jar to help him pay the phone bill and the StreamYard bill.
Thanks, Doc. Now I can move it. Now I can put the other banner up.
You got it, sir. I'm glad to do it.
Because you know what's up. Always smash the like and share the stream and let everybody know what we're doing. Subscribe if you haven't before. If you're just watching on the side.
Pops, Nita, Christy, Rich, and Glenn, and Allie. Great to see all of you. Chat, you guys rock my world. I'm out.
Bye. See ya.
I need to get
I'm going too, so I'll love you all. And
oh my God, I pop in and everybody.
Yeah,
you chase them all out.
Off, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
I'm still here for you, Nita. I'm still here for you, baby.
I'm sure you are, you hairy bastard.
I'm going. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, Glenn. Thanks for coming out, brother.
Okay, thanks for having me. See you later.
See, all the men are intimidated by Nita's vast beauty. However, I am not.
Yeah.
That's
why. Hold on, let me shoot you this DM real quick.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna really have fun right now.
I'm gonna go and get more coffee. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Jesus, you two, fuck me.
I'm gonna draw more fucked up cartoons.
Look, they gave me my
Anyway,
wrist
I'm
back.
right here. I'm another comic that I'm gonna put out. I think.
So when I come back, you got to tell me how the fuck you fucked up your arm.
I hit my desk throwing a temper tantrum. Like I fucking.
Are you serious? That was
Yeah, she didn't even fucking hit somebody else or anything like
Yeah.
legit. She hit her desk.
How do you do
Her
that?
desk hit her back.
You had to hit that pretty hard to do that.
I did.
When you're mowing the lawn, how the hell do you do something like that?
I was pissed. I was getting frustrated with these podcasting edits and taking classes to try to learn how to utilize a YouTube stream to double it as a podcast. Because there's a difference in the way you have to handle your format, because viewers versus listeners, you have to find a middle ground to entertain both. And you can't just run it just like we would just sitting here bullshitting back and forth. You can't have like long periods of silence. I mean, you can if you want to go through and have to fucking fine tooth edit everything, but I don't have time for that shit. I got fucking kids.
I don't
So-
know.
You have to cut down the. You have to cut out all the blank spaces and edit things closer.
You have to cut out like say draw streams. Like if I do a direct link from the podcast platform from my YouTube channel, I wouldn't want to put like a draw stream on there because draw streams have long periods of silence. Yeah. And so it's just like figuring out what's going to go where and how to utilize everything and just.
I tried to set up an Anchor and
somebody said something to me and I'm like, fuck you, and bam, and that was it.
I don't like trying to keep up with all of the audio platforms because comics is a visual.
It really is. It's a more
visual.
visual.
It's a visual fucking genre or whatever. You know, it's a visual thing. It's not. You can't just talk about it on the radio.
Right. Well, you can
see
to
what
an
I'm
extent
saying?
if you're talking certain aspects of shop. That's why, like, the Friday vlog would be a good podcast, but the sketch ones wouldn't. Or you don't want to use something that's not evergreen content. Like if you have people on doing a bunch of crowd funds, because that's dated material.
Yeah, stuff that's visual.
And you want eyes on it. Yeah, right. So
You can't
it's
do a promo
picking and
stream
choosing,
for a
right.
comic book and them people not be able to see the covers and the interiors and all the stuff that's available, you know.
But I am wanting to branch out on some things, and I think
Well, also,
like-
if you're doing podcasts, you usually have to correct audio, just in
Right.
general, play with the tones and everything.
And
I definitely ain't gonna run around bleeping out all the cuss words. So
I'm not doing that at all. Like no, fuck
Yeah,
that.
don't.
No.
I'd
No,
be
it's
sitting
always-
here all day trying to fucking edit a 15-minute.
Right. By the time I'm done on Fridays, we've got 5 minutes of an hour left.
Be like, how you doing? Beep beep beep. Hi, Christy. Beep beep beep.
Do shit.
Whenever I see the trailer for Glenn's Jack Kirby video, the editor in me cringes because I want to cut that noise out so
yeah.
badly.
Well, he said it's not in the video, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's the video itself, the DVD is awesome.
I believe it.
I wish mine would hurry up and
I
get
love
here.
it. The DVD is awesome.
It looks like it was really good. It was really well put together. As I said, it's just something that the editor in me hears that noise. I'm like, I need to remove that.
You should hit him up and have him let you edit it, and then he can do it when he has to reprint some and make new ones. He can do it. The noise gone.
Yeah, if he's interested. Not really want to bother him about it either. So,
And do you really want to do the work? I mean, come on, it's a pain in the ass.
It would take me 5 minutes, but that's beside the point.
Oh my god! Oh, well, hello, Allison. My name is Anita.
Yeah.
Did I mention I used to edit trailers for WGBH?
No, you did not. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I used to handle a DJ booth while a production manager made commercials and stuff at a radio station.
Granted, we didn't call them trailers; they're called spots.
Yeah, they're radio spots. And that's
Yeah,
what
radio
he did.
spots for you. They're TV spots for us. So
Yeah.
they're trailers if they're movies. But if they appear on TV, they're spots.
I avoid trailers like the plague. I don't know about you guys.
They put too much in them now.
Well, I mean, what you see is the best scenes of a movie, but they're out of context.
Right. Ooh, Altoid nuts and water. Mm-mm.
What'd you do?
An
Oh,
Altoid
water.
and then I drank some cold water right behind it.
Yeah, that messes with the taste of the Altoid.
Altoids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, and they make great weed boxes, and I always lose them, so I have to buy them all the time.
Make great weed boxes.
If you wanted to pay me to do your editing, I charge $25 an hour.
Okay, that's not bad.
You're basically helping me pay for my Adobe Suite, which I don't need anymore, but still cheap.
Well, like I said, right now I'm just kind of playing with it. When I say playing with it, I'm violent with it, but I'm just trying to just mess around with other I've just been trying to stay busy since Meredith died. If I have 5 extra minutes, I need to fill that time. So
yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah.
No,
and speaking of in movies and trailers, I finally got the movie that Jake Estrada did, that Mare's in. I got a copy of it.
Oh, cool.
So
very cool.
I'll probably watch it pretty soon. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a watch party in a green room or something.
I'll do a watch party. I'd love to see that.
So.
6:16 over here in the UK. I have yet to eat dinner. I traveled 2.5 hours on a fucking bus thing. I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, Nita. Bye, everybody. See you. Bye. See you.
Bye.
Later, brother. It's just like
hey,
that.
I want to do something really silly. Doc, you want to make a D&D character?
What'd you say?
Do you want to make a D&D character?
Yes.
Always.
Do you want to do it now?
Live?
Live.
Do it.
Okay. Why not? What I mean.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, you'll have to tell me what my options are.
Mm-hmm. Bring up a few things. Just give me a sec.
And since we're going there, then I got to put up my other avatar.
Oh, Nina, if you have free time during the day, you're welcome to jump into this too.
Oh, dude.
What days are y'all playing?
Wednesday or Thursday. I think I might be trying for Thursday.
Okay, Thursday afternoon or?
Yeah, Thursday afternoon.
Thursday might be possible. Wednesday's out.
Yeah, I need to get, basically I need to get definitely some people who can play in
there
it.
You go. There's my current avatar for my D&D. That's Pops the Ranger. He's a hacker.
Who's that? Errol Flynn?
No, that's me, man.
Oh, it's you as Errol Flynn. Okay.
There's Pops
of
the
course.
Ranger.
They're going to come cut the grass.
You know.
Cut the grass. God damn it. I'm just tired.
There you go.
What I hate is I had that fucked up cold. I don't know, Nita, if you knew, but I had that really fucked up cold that kicked people's asses.
Yeah, you were fucking sick during Zimcast, and I was trying to tell you didn't have to come on.
Yeah, well, you know me.
You poor thing, you look like shit.
Yeah, I know. I felt like shit. And then I got better. Then I went to the con, and the thing is that since I have allergies, I feel like a wet fucking noodle on the inside because of the congestion. So I'm starting to cough up bits of my lung. I feel better now every day.
Delicious.
Yeah,
do you spit it out and look at it in the Kleenex?
Actually, I do.
It's actually tissue.
I actually do. It went from white to yellow to clear now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So it's at least I'm not dying. So it's good. Although it's going, hey, Death, my old friend, how's it going?
Right. Missed me again, motherfucker.
Yeah. Somebody was going oh, you should go and fucking take a I took a test, COVID test, just to make sure, because it was half and half. People, it was kind of half and half where people, it was COVID in some people, and the other half it was just a really bad cold.
Right.
So, I got the bad cold bit of the draw, which was fucking weird. And so somebody said maybe you should test again, and I said So I looked on the CDC and it said didn't fucking matter. So I was like, well, whatever, who cares?
Well, COVID.
No, it's a wolf, James.
Down to
When
a
the
fucking
ranger
cold
gets
now
to like
anyway.
level 4, he gets to get a wolf companion. At least mine did.
My friends were like going like, we're gonna call you Rubbermaid now since you're avoiding this shit all the time. I'm like, yeah. Sorry, totally talked over it. We make pretzels.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, I'm gonna have to create a whole new account there. I'm not in that place.
You demon spaghetti. Dog companion animal? Huskies, I bet.
All right, I put a link in the private area.
Are you using generated die, or is somebody gonna actually roll?
No, I'm gonna we're just gonna use the standard array or the point buy. Actually, the point buy is easier, but you could use the
Because
standard.
the last time I played online, them lying fuckers, the DM was like, "Okay, everybody, I'm gonna trust y'all, right?" And people had their own dice. There were so many natural 20s rolled and shit. It was unreal.
Oh no, we'll be using
Okay.
above VT or roll 20. I haven't decided yet. One of the two. All right, there is a bear with me, my MS is hitting me. An extension you need to install into your browser when we go to start playing, either Beyond 20 or above VTT. I'll decide towards when I go to run. So right now in that link, if you go into it, you can create a character. You might have to make a D&D Beyond account to do this.
Standard, quick build, randomize.
Do standard.
What's up, Sim?
I just realized that the right link was on the one on Twitter. I click on the link like earlier. I clicked the link on Facebook. I'm like, there's nothing there. Oh, okay, maybe I missed.
I kind of want to play, but I kind of want to draw. I feel like just tired.
Well, we're not gonna play right
playing
now.
until
We're just building
Thursdays, so you have time to decide.
I have to create an account, so I'm going to do it later. I need to roll a joint.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Sim. How are you?
Let me put this on.
I don't know what you're saying. Just sounds right about me too. So, yeah, I'm gonna follow through with you, Nita. I think we're gonna become friends.
Yeah. All right, there. Now you can see where I'm at. How's that?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that works. That works well.
Oh, you already had an account made?
No, I just made it. It didn't take no time.
Oh, well, shit.
You can click sign in with Google.
Yeah.
I did, and it told me I didn't have a D&D Beyond account.
Then you say create one, and it makes one for you. Amazing.
All these technicalities here.
No, fuck you. I don't want that.
And Simon and Nita, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. What is D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond is well, now it's owned by Wizards of the Coast, who makes D&D. But it is a builder thing that you can have. Like, I have all the books online through it, and I can share the content with people who I play with. So you can make a character using all the books.
That's pretty cool.
I'd recommend a standard build.
All right.
Thanks for catching me up.
Okay, so you want to turn on homebrew content, critical role content, non-core D&D content. And now scroll down a little bit more. You have optional class features and customize your origin. You want to click
What
those.
the fuck have people done to D&D that there's a Rick and Morty content option?
It's the Rick and Morty book that came out. So
We invaded the world.
I'm not using it.
Good, because
I don't own that book.
You leave Frank Forte and Rick and Morty alone.
I love Frank Forte, but fuck this Rick and Morty and D&D bullshit.
You look up over there in the corner. What do you see?
Oh, that's good.
Do I have to draw a fucking picture to be my goddamn fucking thing?
If you want
draw a goddamn
you
fucking
don't have to.
picture. I'm just angry right now. I'm in a shitty mode.
Okay.
I'm
So,
sorry, Christy. You
So
were
what
such a
happened?
good
What
woman.
happened, Christy?
So scroll down.
No, I'm just in a shitty mood.
Okay, we got everything. So
It's
scroll
just
back
one
up.
of those days.
Well, also, I'm just
click on race.
Ah.
No. All right, there you go. All right.
Race. All right.
Now this part is where you have some limitations. I don't use all the races.
I'm racist.
That's.
I'm sorry I had to say that.
Well, I can go with half elf, and I don't have to change my avatar at all. See how that works?
Fuck is like where did you go on races? Because I went to races and I can't find the racism right here. No, I just don't.
Okay, so the available races that you can play are half elves, tieflings, gnomes, dragonborn, warforged, half orcs, dwarves, humans, goblins, and Azamar. Oh, and elves.
Okay.
But wait, there's something that's not letting me. It just says choose a race, but it doesn't show me like what races that are there. It just says racial traits.
There should be a listing down there.
Now I found it. I have to go see.
One of the things about Danaja. Now then, one of the things about the half elves that you should know is that elves don't like them.
Yeah.
What's up, Quentin?
They're mongrelized. That's what they
That's
hate.
right.
That's not
half
the reason.
breeds.
That is not.
Nobody
The
likes
half
it.
breed thing is sort of the reason, but it's basically that elves are true immortals. They don't die of natural causes. Half elves, having a side of human to them, can live close to 1,000 years. The problem is the mind of a human can't live past about 250 years. So they tend to go a little
Lose
insane.
it.
And
Nice.
have been known to unleash massive amounts of violence. This gets elves to hunt them. When an elf refers to being on a ranging, it's because they are hunting half elves.
Ooh.
I don't recommend making your character that old.
We know all you bitches are gonna go Targaryen eventually.
I like a challenge.
I don't recommend it. You're going to have enough problems.
Dragonborn.
Yeah, but I don't want to be a dragon.
Well, no, play a half.
God damn
I wouldn't
it.
make him that old. So.
Oh, I didn't do anything to his age yet. I just clicked on choose a race.
Yeah, that's fine. You can play half elf. I just wanted to tell you that since you had the half elf clicked, the way half elves are looked at in my campaign setting.
I'll be
I'm not making old.
The advantage, though, if you play an elf, if you put your actual age pops, you're just a teenager.
I know.
You're a young pup.
I mean, I should have plenty of time. So,
okay.
Ability score increase.
What I generally recommend here is don't touch anything yet.
Okay.
Go to your abilities.
So I like fire. So
Scroll up. Scroll up higher. There you go, right there. Now then, where it says choose generation method at the top, hit that.
Hit which one?
Choose generation method.
Yeah, I hit it. Now what? Which one do I choose?
The one that says choose generation method. It's a drop down.
Oh, yeah, I hit it.
Why do you click it?
Okay, so all right. So I
can't see I can't see the drop down. So choose point buy. There you go. All right. So all your stats base at 8. The highest they can go is 15. What class are you thinking of playing? Pops. What class are you thinking of playing?
Half elf.
Half elf is a race.
Oh, what class?
Yes.
What are my choices on
Go
half
back
elf?
to the classes tab and you can take a look.
Let's see.
All those.
Oh, geez, we got lots of stuff we can be, huh? Let's go with Druid.
Okay. Click that. Add the class. Druid is a spellcaster. They primarily use wisdom, so I'd recommend putting wisdom as your highest stat. So hit the drop down, choose 15. And
all the way to 15? Okay.
Yeah, choose 15.
Okay.
See how that used a bunch of your points.
All right, okay.
Now then, Constitution is hit points. Dexterity will adjust your armor class. Strength is your ability to hit things and do damage with strength. Now, dexterity you can also hit things with. Usually it's missile weapons and light weapons. Or the rapier. The rapier is not light, but I don't think you're proficient in that.
Hey, Pops.
Now, your charisma is going to get an automatic +2 bonus because you're half elf. So no matter what, you'll be pretty.
Okay.
Hey, Pops, remember that banned book post I did?
The what?
That banned book post I did not too long ago?
Yeah, it blew up, didn't it?
Dude, 69K on Twitter.
Wow.
My Twitter is fucking insane. I can't even see if people likes or comment on my stuff. It's fucking insane. I woke up and I'm like, I can't even catch up to everything.
What was your banned book post about?
It was just a picture of a banned bookshelf, and on it, my reaction was like, there's a book like Mouse and stuff. Like, okay, I'm like, I've heard about this, but they put Bone and Captain Underpants, Lord of the Ring. I'm like,
yeah, those are all banned books at one point.
And my post was like, what the serious fuck? And it's gone insane, and it's past 69K now, and I'm like, holy crap!
Captain Underpants.
Yeah, Captain Underpants, Bone.
Okay,
I'm like, what?
now,
Because it's racist? Because they remind everybody that at the bear with all bones?
Now, the ability score increase thing, click that. And now you can choose 2 ability scores that you can raise by, one raised by 2, one raised by 1. I would recommend using the 1 to raise to your wisdom and the 2 to, well, pretty much anything. Oh, they both increase by 1. My apologies. Yeah, so just choose the other one to be anything. There you go. Okay, that's good. All right, go back to your class. All right, proficiencies, click on that. And now pick 2 skills that you think are appropriate for your character. Okay. Go back to your race. You have skill versatility, and you have 2 choices. So click on that. You gain proficiency with 2 skills of your choice. So just pick 2 skills.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm making a rogue druid. You notice that?
Yep.
You easily could do that. That's actually an interesting multi-class. So languages, I would generally recommend picking more of the common tongues and not an exotic one. So race tongues like Goblin or Orc or things like that. Knowing Draconic would be rare, because where would you have encountered a dragon or something to learn the language?
Yeah, that it would have actually talked to you.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have left with any lessons because it's going to kill you.
Now, if you're playing a wizard, knowing Draconic would kind of make sense because you could study the language.
I'm wondering if I should do Ranger or if I should fucking do Cleric. I do like beating the shit out of people as a cleric.
Well, clerics can definitely beat the shit out of people.
All right.
The best thing to beat the shit out of people with is probably a fighter.
Yeah, but I mean, I like magic too. So
fighters can get magic. Eldritch Knight.
I do like the cleric because, you can't spill any blood, so we just beat the shit out of them with a mace.
Oh, you can spill blood because you can play a war cleric.
Ooh, okay, fuck that, yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm doing that shit. All right.
You literally choose at first level that you're a war cleric. So
yeah. Okay, I'm a gold dragon. Fuck yeah.
Okay, so you're doing a dragonborn. I'll go over them in a minute.
Yeah, I did a gold dragon because I wanted fire and gold because, why not? Asian people like gold, so let's do that. And
I think everybody likes gold. Just saying.
That's not racist.
Click on your class again.
Okay.
She can get away with it. She's Asian.
Yeah.
But you know what else they like? Shit. That's what Meredith used to tell me all the time. Because if you have shit dreams, it means you're going to run into money.
Oh, I've had plenty of those. That's why I like
my entire life is shit, so I should be rich.
No, you have to dream of shit.
And you have,
I
to dream of it.
No, don't do that, Pops.
And you have to be Korean, apparently.
All right, Pops, click on Optional Feature Manager. That's not it. It's right next to your class features. There you go. Right there. Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. I figured the druid would. Guess not. All right, click on spells. All right, and go to known spells. All right, so you can pick 2 cantrips. Shillelagh is awesome because it makes any type of stick into a magic weapon effectively. Yeah, just click learn. And now you're into first level spells. So go up a bit. Flame. Druidcraft, let's see. Create bonfires, cool. Druidcraft lets you do a bunch of different little things. Frostbite's an attack cantrip. Guidance lets you give a bonus to people, including yourself. Gust pushes people around. Magic Stone makes magic rocks that you can throw at people.
Magic Stone.
See, Mending fixes things. Mold Earth. Literally, you can mold Earth. Poison Spray. You spray people with poison. Produce Flame. You make a little flame thing in your hand. You can chuck at people. You can do other things with it. Resistance gives you bonus to resist certain types of damage. Shape Water speaks for itself. Thunderclap. Another attack spell. So.
Damn, Sim. I'm just sitting here watching your Twitter feed and it looks like a counter.
I know, right?
Holy shit, man.
Look, I'll share my. Hold on.
I usually
I'll
choose
show what it looks like.
Like it just jumped up to 70.6.
It Pops, you're muted if you didn't know. You're muted, Pops. I think you realize it, but yeah. Maybe not.
Pops, you're muted,
still
bro.
You're muted. We can't hear shit, Pops.
Okay. Out of controlled flames, create bonfire and produce flame is which. I mean, I don't. They kind of like. Aren't they all kind of the same thing?
They do slightly different things. Create bonfire. Literally, you create a big flame. Control flames, you take control of existing flames that are there and can do things with. Produce flame, you make like a little fireball in your hand. You can chuck at people.
Okay, so in control flames, can you make a little fireball in your hand and chuck it at people?
Nope, that's what produce flame does.
Okay, I'm just checking because some of the, some of the spells are kind of the same in the other game we play too.
I would generally recommend taking something more like kind of weird or something else for it because you took an attack spell. So I'd either say like Druidcraft, Ending, or something of that nature, something utility. As I said, Druidcraft does a lot of like little things, which is kind of fun. Magic Stone lets you throw rocks at people.
Oh my god.
Sim, I can throw rocks at people.
I can throw rocks at people.
And don't stop to throw a rock at every dog. Barking on your way to your freaking destination, please.
Quit that dragon, I'll rewrite your DNA.
Like I keep saying, pick your fights and keep moving along.
Guidance is also really good because you can pretty much give one person guidance every round, or basically until they use it. It's a concentration spell.
I haven't played much D&D, but one thing I can tell you, charisma is very useful. You can convince people of something, like they can have witnessed you doing something, and you say you did not do, and get away with it.
No, that's a bad game master. If you murder somebody in cold blood right in front of a group of people, then try to convince a crowd that you didn't do it, you'll probably end up lynched.
Yeah,
especially in my
murdering is an extreme. I'm talking. I destroyed a castle and got away with it.
Yeah, you wouldn't in my campaign world because I'm a game master.
I don't know. When you roll a 20,
that doesn't matter. 20 doesn't mean anything, especially if I make the difficulty 150.
So then you're rigging the game. It's not fair.
No,
she has her
things are impossible.
in her own world, dude.
It's D&D. It's not real world. Pops.
Doesn't matter.
No, I said she has it based in her world from her comic. It's cool.
All right, so go to description.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Now, one of the things here is you pick a background. A background gets you 2 additional skills typically, and sometimes other things. There's a lot of choices.
Yeah, I only see one though.
Let's see one. That's weird.
Refresh.
Oh, I saw them all. I only saw one though. If you get me. Okay.
I have content managing on, so
I definitely had a already started to build the rogue thing, so spy, criminal kind of fit. There we go. How's that?
Could also do urchin. You could have grown up on the streets.
Yeah.
That works in your favor, though, Pops.
What?
If you pick urchin, you're gonna have some mad background skills you'll need, especially if you want all that stealth and shit later.
Well, you already has stealth, so you'll be able to pick a different skill. All right. Well, criminal spy works. I mean, you could definitely have some fun with that.
Yeah, it's far closer than most people to the world of murder, theft, violence. Understand the underbelly of civilization. And you've survived up to this point by flouting the rules and the regulations of society. Yeah.
Rape and pillage.
Did you use my link when you went to
Yes.
Okay, good.
Otherwise, I'd have had no idea. I didn't know anything about Beyond. So,
I gotta bounce because my kids are in there murdering each other.
Oh, that sounds like
So I will catch you guys later.
Later, Enid.
I'm at ability, so I'll just kind of wait.
Oh, I got to pick one of theirs.
No,
one of
you
their
can have to
avatars.
see where it says choose file? Right at the you just clicked off of it. Click it again. Go back down and click the picture again.
Oh, okay.
Click choose file at the top.
Oh, at the top. Where is it? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
And now select your file.
Yeah, there we go. Where's my dude at? Since somebody had a problem with Rick and Morty, I could put my Rick and Morty up there. No.
I kind of wonder how that happened. Like, how did I mean? I know D&D is like far-reaching and all that. It's like, wow, Rick and Morty. That's like random.
The creator of Rick and Morty, well, one of the creators, he plays D&D. He actually had a D&D YouTube channel at one point, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I just think it's funny. It's just random. It's just like, wait, what? How'd that get in there?
All right, there we go.
God damn
That'll
it!
work for now.
Fucking, like, change.
Okay, now you got 2 skills you can pick from.
Mm-hmm. Didn't we already pick sleight of hand somewhere?
No, you haven't picked it yet.
What was my other one? Nature? Is that what I thought? Let me think.
If it's listed there, it means you don't have it.
No, I'm trying. I thought
Nature
I
makes
looked at these once before, and then you made me go back. So I was going with trying to remember the ones I chosen.
Okay, well, the ones you chose won't be on the list, so that should help.
Okay. All right.
Okay, then you can choose a gaming set. Doesn't really matter what you pick. I usually pick dice or something.
Yeah, I don't know what any of these are, so dice is it.
All right. Actually, now do me a favor because I forgot to do something real quick. Go back up. Go back to your class. Go to spells. Go to known spells. And I want you to just click on the one that says first.
Click on what?
The one that says first, where it says filter by spell. Go down.
Right
Up
here.
and down a little bit. And right where the green box is says first in it. That's 0. That one. There you go. Those are just the first level spells. Now you can prepare a number of first level spells. 4 of them, to be precise. Yes, James, I want to be streaming the game when I get it going. And if Dave Finch ever gets back to me, I will be running a game with him in it.
Entangle is like a root.
Entangle will trip people up and basically, tie them up.
Yeah, like a root.
Big area
like
of
a
effect.
root.
Yeah, you do it with the roots in the area come out and will start to tie people up. It's a good spell.
A little fog cloud.
That's a good one. Fairy Fire is pretty good.
I'm gonna go tune out real quick.
Okay.
But it's like ability scores. Do we do standard array or manual or ruled or point by?
Do point by.
Okay.
And if you're doing a cleric, make sure you have a high wisdom.
That'd be funny if you were like a stupid ass cleric.
Well, you could play it that way if you want. You'll just suck. So
it's true. I'll probably put up like that. Okay.
Thunderwave is nasty. It's a good spell. If you want to do damage, it does things and it basically does a square around you.
Okay, I like
it's not
that.
party friendly, but hey.
I like that. It's not party friendly?
No, but don't worry about it. You
Well,
say
I
you're
don't
gonna.
want to blast in my own people.
Well, no, trust me. People will. If you set up with people during combat, if you work with people, they'll be able to work around it.
All right, you guys be smart because I'm gonna be able to blow shit up.
You'll get better at blowing stuff up later. All right, scroll up.
Okay, that's 4.
Yep, all the way to the top. Go to equipment.
And I don't need to do any other modifiers, right, Kat?
No. Click the equipment button. That's right there. See where it says choose equipment or gold? Click equipment.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. And pick stuff. This is just easier.
Oh, look. Here's another pissed off fucking. Here, I'll get the pissed off looking dragonborn.
I'd recommend probably a scimitar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it does it'll do more for you in a lot of ways. Now, the top one where it says wooden shield or any simple weapon, if you pick any simple weapon and you choose a quarterstaff, you can utilize that with your shillelagh. If you're thinking about going rogue, this is where the scimitar will come into better use. Because it's a slashing weapon and is light. So you can start getting your sneak attack and things with it. And you can use your dex.
All right.
Okay, so armor, what was it? So that's, click the drop down on that.
I did.
What's it say? Does it say, like, is that just for the druid focus?
It says sprig of mistletoe, totem, one wooden staff, yew wand, or druidic focus.
Let's take druidic focus.
Yeah, that's what I.
Doesn't really matter. All right, then hit add starting equipment.
Now I'm looking down here too, where it says
that's all checked.
crowbar and all that. That's kind of cool.
Yep. Now, anything that has a little button next to it, or it says like use or equipped or wield, click on it.
Okay, so we got a backpack for storing shit. We got leather armor.
Yep.
Already have that, right? Quarterstaff.
Then click on the scimitar, and that's everything. Scroll back to the top for me. Okay, and click the it looks like the piece of paper at the end of the line. You have a character.
Character sheet. Okay.
That's it. You have a D&D character. We'll go over some of the more some stuff a bit later as we're going when I do the session 0.
Right.
I actually don't have a lot written on the Dragonborn. I don't think anyone's ever played one in one of my games.
I looked at it, but then it said I had to look like a dragon.
Yeah, no, they look like dragons. I know one thing, they're very rare, so it might be one of the few Dragonborns people have ever seen. Not as rare as gnomes, but they're pretty rare. And they have a quasi-samurai style culture.
All right.
All right then. And yeah, so there you go. You got a D&D character. Pops, do me a favor. Click on that link again that I sent you.
Again?
And choose to add your character to the campaign because you're not currently in it.
So it's completely saved. Right.
Yeah, it's completely saved right now. I mean, it's up there. So if you just go in and then just go back to that link I sent you.
Join with this character.
Yep, do that.
Okay. I see your name. I see my name.
Perfect. Because that will now. Yep, perfect. You will have access to. Now you have access to all the books.
Cool. So is there anything else I need to do, or can we like?
That's the basics. We'll go over some of the other stuff during session 0. We'll get like what you look like and everything else going, and we'll figure all that stuff out.
That was what it didn't save my dude.
Now you gotta let's see. Go into it again. Yeah, do that. Change sheet appearance. Click on the portrait. Then go down to the upload. Scroll back up. Way up. Come on. Up. A little bit higher. There. So choose the file again. Choose the file, and there'll be a button that appears that says save.
Oh, shit.
Where are you at? There he is.
And now click save.
So is it, I'm trying to think, lawful neutral or lawful good? I don't know what alignment.
Yeah, click that. There you go.
There he is.
Lawful good or lawful neutral? Well, lawful good means that you are basically a law-abiding citizen. I generally don't worry too much about alignment.
Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm just thinking what I actually am. If I'm chaotic neutral or neutral good.
Chaotic neutral is, well, insanity kind of can speak for chaotic neutral pretty well.
Okay. Maybe I'll just do neutral good.
Neutral good is a good default alignment.
Okay. And then faith.
Faith?
Yeah.
Well, you probably worship the dragon god of Bahamut.
If you want to share your screen, Christy, so she can walk you through it like she did me, you can do that.
Okay, let me just do that.
That was that made it quick and easy.
All right. All right.
Sim, you want to play?
I just want to do the setup so I'll be ready to go.
Okay, so the Dragonborn in my campaign setting have a bit of a samurai culture.
Okay.
They are often in service of a dragon.
Okay.
So you would serve a gold dragon.
Of course.
So I'll design that.
So background. I guess I'll do a folk hero. Why not? What's haunted one?
Haunted one literally means that you are haunted by something tragic. Now, you could actually be haunted. Your haunted one is good for a monster hunter. It works well with my campaign setting based on the fact that I run in a dark fantasy setting that is similar to Ravenloft.
Okay, skill proficiencies. I'll just do investigation and arcana.
Are you high in intelligence?
I think I've got where's my ability? Okay, wisdom and 15.
Oh yeah, no, you're doing pretty good. All right, so yeah, arcana would work. I'd also recommend survival because you're a bit of a monster hunter. So either one of those would be good.
Okay. Language.
You get Draconic for free. Now, this one you pick a regular language. So I would choose something like Dwarven or Goblin or something of that nature. Or Orc.
What about Celestial?
Not yet. Those are exotic languages.
Okay, so I'll just do Orcish.
Okay. And then you choose an exotic language, and that's where you can pick the weird ones.
All right, I'll do Celestial.
Okay. So
and James A's, I'm working on Telston and Adverse 2.
Cool.
Oh, this looks like me in real life. Heart of Darkness.
No, you can pick those characteristics if you want. I'll go over them more during the session 0 and stuff if you want to do that.
Okay, Pops is muted. Okay.
He stepped away. Yeah. Let's see. You pick 2 of those.
Okay. I live for the thrill of the hunt. Let's do that. Okay, those right.
And then you pick one of each of the others.
All right. I have a dark calling that puts me above the law. All right.
Okay.
Bonds.
Like I play a haunted one in a campaign, and I actually have I have a child I protect. So
Flaws. There, I to speak to dead people. Fuck it.
You speak to things that no one else can see.
Yeah.
Don't worry about don't worry about the lifestyle stuff yet.
How dare you?
Would probably be Bahamut.
Bahamut?
Yep, this is the platinum god of dragons. So
is that it? That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah, that's close enough on the spelling.
Yeah, because like it's kind of funny with Final Fantasy. There's some similarities.
Yeah, they got a lot of ideas from D&D.
Yeah,
yeah, because it's an actual god, so it's a Sumerian god.
Yeah. Physical characteristic.
Right, I gotta step away for a sec.
Okay.
So, Pops, James had a question for you. Why not, Pops? Some of them might even deserve it.
I don't know what he was. Some of what might deserve what. I missed that part. The throw rocks part. I don't know.
What?
No, that was later.
Yeah, I don't know what he was talking about. So he'd have to like give me more context for me to answer correctly. I found it's best to know exactly what's going on before you voice your fucking opinion.
Yes. You have become wise, my friend.
Hey, man, I'm fucking learning sim. I hang out with the right people, you know. Man, good talk yesterday, by the way.
My pleasure, buddy.
You know, it's nice. I got people like Christy. I got people like Sim. I got good support. Man. Doc, you know, I got people that got my back. Side. We get through it all eventually. But yeah, this is something, you know. I mean, I play on a game with Max DeVille Wednesdays in the morning, and it's like it's not enough. I need more.
I barely have time to play games and stuff like that, but I already promised like some people that I was going to play a D&D game, so I'm not going to join any other game until I played that one. You know what I mean?
See, but I had people that invited me, but then it was like, but I got to wait.
Yeah.
I got to wait. And it's like, no, I want to play now. So I went to Max. I asked him if he wanted to build a game, and we do that for a couple hours a week, but it's not enough. I need more, you know.
Well, you know, it's something that my family, my bro is trying to tell me to, that I need to take a day off and play a game and do something. Because I've been, for the last like 4 years, all I've been doing is work.
Yeah. That's me, you know. It's like if it's not golf, then I gotta have something that breaks up the. Otherwise, I will sit in this chair and just promote all the freaking time. And it's like I got to give myself a little time too, and give the grandkids a little time, and you know.
Now, Christy, did you pick your spells and everything for your cleric?
Let's see. Where do I go for that?
Go back up to the top.
Oh shit! I got to rely on Christy to keep me alive. I'm fucked.
Go to class.
Shut up.
Class.
I'm your goddamn spirit animal.
Class.
I fucking like going.
Sorry, just gonna let me die and laugh about it. I can already see it.
We fucking deserve it sometimes. Anyway.
Class over to the left.
Sorry. So left.
Getting warmer. Well, no, yeah, there you go. No,
Thursday afternoon, Nita, you can play.
There you go.
Come on and make a character. Quit messing around. You can
No, I mean when I play
Thursday.
Lately, when I play late at night, and I play a Deep Rock Galactic sometimes. It's a quick go in and go out fun game.
You picked the life domain? I thought you were doing war. Christy.
What?
I thought you were doing a war cleric.
I picked cleric, but I don't think I picked war. I just said cleric.
Okay, scroll down.
Okay.
Where it says the domain, hit the drop down there.
That's it.
Aha, you're not part of the campaign. Do me a favor. That link I put in the private chat, click it again.
And yeah, I played Skyrim
Tell
a
it
million
to
nights.
join with that character.
Shadenholt?
Yeah, Shadenholt.
Shadenholt.
Okay.
Okay.
Nita, you make it work. Give yourself an afternoon off every week. Jeez.
Okay, now I'm in it.
Okay, so that should now give us more stuff to choose from.
Should I refresh the other thing?
Yes, refresh it.
All right. Okay, cool. This is so complex. Okay.
No, the hard part's over. You're in the campaign.
All right. So where do we go?
Now click down onto your divine domain.
All right.
And choose war domain.
There we go.
All right then. Did you pick your proficiencies?
Bonus proficiencies. First level, you gain proficient in martial weapons.
Scroll up. Up there. Proficiencies. That. Okay, you're good. Okay. All right. Click on optional class features for me.
Next.
Scroll up.
Over.
Top thing where you got the choices.
Right
there.
Right. Click that.
Okay.
Click that. Click the additional cleric. Yeah, basically turn everything on.
Yay. Okay, cool.
Scroll up and click on spells.
Okay.
All right, so those two spells you always have prepared. So go to your known spells. Click on that. All right, so now you can pick 3 cantrips and 3 first level spells.
What is a cantrip?
Cantrip is a spell you can cast basically every round. It doesn't use a spell slot. It's basically the word comes from like a parlor trick.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Maybe mending. What is Bane? Command.
Wrong avatar.
No. Divine favor.
Divine favor, I believe you always got. So.
Pops, I have to admit, I wish my promotional tweets was as famous as that tweet.
That's what I'm saying. Attach a promotional tweet to it.
Protection from evil and good. How about that?
That's a good one.
Prep it. Okay. Do I have another one?
Basically, every day you can change these spells.
Ooh, okay.
Now, the cantrips, you click learn on and you have them always available. Every level, you can change them out for other ones.
Oh, okay. All right. So
you still have 2 more cantrips to pick and 2 more spells.
Nice.
Sacred Flame is a good attack spell. It is a basic cantrip that's good for
attacking. Dude. Check this. Check what I'm about to put. Oh, you probably won't even see it. It's going by so fast. But I'm doing a little something to your
Guiding
I'm
Bolt.
putting my response to your tweets. Yeah.
Guiding Bolt is good for a good first level attack spell.
Okay.
A really nasty one is inflict wounds. You walk up and touch somebody and you really hurt them.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So let me take off mending because fuck that.
Mending is a cantrip.
Oh, mending is a cantrip. Okay, learn that. Okay, so probably instead of protection from evil and good, maybe I will do.
If you click that, then you can click that. There you go.
Yeah.
Scroll back up. You still have 1 more cantrip. Thaumaturgy is great because you can do a bunch of little things with it.
Okay, so which one do I do?
Scroll down and pick Thaumaturgy.
No. I'm talking. Do I need?
You got 1 more cantrip.
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. You're done.
Okay, cool. All right.
So go to equipment.
Equipment.
Okay. Click the button, the word that says equipment.
Right here.
Yep. Choose a mace. Actually, you're technically proficient with Warhammer, so you could do that.
Okay, which one has more damage? Warhammer?
Warhammer will do a bit more damage.
Okay.
Let's see.
Chainmail
is the better armor. We'd probably choose a light crossbow.
Okay.
And a priest pack.
Okay. Shield and a holy symbol.
Choose amulet.
That's what I thought.
And then hit add starting equipment.
Okay.
Now then, anything that says use, wear, or like equip, click on.
So click on all of them.
Yep. And everything that says something.
I will not censor myself.
Okay. Now go up, scroll to the top, and click on the piece of paper icon. It's at the end, right there. You have a character.
Yay.
And you're done.
Yay. Okay.
That's it.
Now I have to go and share some stuff for this convention I'm coming to.
Always works. So that was easy.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm also checking some other stuff out because I'm expecting some packages.
Packages?
Yeah, for
Colombia? Peru? Where's the package coming from, Kristen?
It makes no goddamn sense.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to bow out. I want to get something to eat and do a few things around here. So I'll talk with you all later.
Okay, so when are we doing? Are we going to do something tomorrow, or I mean Thursday or next?
I'm
Thursday?
hoping. I just need to talk to a couple of people, but I'm hoping.
Okay. I will be ready. I'm good. So,
Oh yeah, no. That's one of the reasons I wanted you to make a character is we had the opportunity. So, and I'm happy to have Christy involved.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be fun.
Anita should join us.
Let everybody die.
Where the fuck? Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I need to take care of some shit right here too.
All right. Well, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Peace. Have a good day. Bye bye.
You all have a great day. I am gonna check out too. Sim, thanks for popping in, bro. You want to pimp your book before we go?
I was just dropping by to chill with you guys, but yeah, go check out Telson and Adverse 2 right now. It's last time I checked, it was 90 backers. We're really close to unlocking that extra story. Go check it out.
Let's get it to 100, yo. Get it to 100, yo.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. All right, man. It's always
that would also mean we probably unlock that story.
Oh yeah, and go check out that Inkslayer Twitter feed right now.
That's some Inkslayer, yeah.
Did you see what I put there?
Nope. I'm not seeing. Dude, there's so many. No, I can't. I click on notification and dude.
I put this one's next, and I put the link to my book. What the hell, right? Promote. Do your best. Y'all have a great day. I got stuff to do too. Damn, I don't have nothing planned till the Sunday draw stream. Ooh, it's just gonna be a promote few days. You know what's up. I will see you all on Sunday.
Later.
Peace. Where's my commercials? Where they at?
Somewhere. Go. You can do it. You can.
Yeah, you too. I'll talk to you. You know.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit